On. Okay, well, I've been talking for 3 minutes and no one's been able to hear me. So let me restart. We're live at Coletco. Welcome. And my mic was off. When people go to rewatch this, they're probably going to be like, this thing has no sound. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to start talking. So what I was saying is we're live, of course, on YouTube and Facebook. We have I just got an email saying we were live on YouTube. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel and you prefer to watch on YouTube, as you know with any app, there's a way to turn on notifications. Facebook is weird. I know I subscribe to a lot of YouTube channels, and you know whether they're going to post like Metallica, they post usually if they do a concert, they'll post at least 2 to 4 videos from that concert. They do like upcoming videos, even stuff like that. You get notifications for. So. But yeah, we're going to get started right away. So this is the record from Kevin's collection. I'll be telling more about it later. This is a pretty good gem we found in the back, or we rediscovered. This was from Kevin's collection. It's a very interesting record as far as the condition, but we just test played it. And for those looking for a 90s grail, this is going to be up for auction tonight. It's not cheap, even in the condition it's in, but I'll show more about that later. We hadn't got the table cleared off here, so let me do that. We've got a couple crates of new vinyl, but it's a lot of different titles. So I'm going to show all those first. Thank you, John. John's got us 7 crates ready. Wow. We're going to have a lot of stuff to show. And we're going to be running auctions. And Seth is currently working on... He is done. He's at 100%. When I got here, I said, how far are you from being done? He said 94%. Now he's at 100. We're talking about our Japanese shipment. So we have got all that priced. So we got an entire crate of new Japanese stuff you've never seen before. It's all sleeved, clean, priced. And of course, usually when we get it, it's already cleaned. We just kind of re-clean them and, you know, inspect them. All right, new vinyl. Let's go through this. New vinyl. We have Scorpions Acoustica. Scorpions Acoustica, 2 LP. This is a German pressing, $54.99. From 2001. I know they also have an MTV Unplugged. I'm pretty sure the Scorpions did MTV Unplugged, but this is pretty much an unplugged album by the Scorpions. That is $54.99. It is a gatefold pressing, 2 LP, German. Scorpions Acoustica, $54.99. And we went through our Metallica records the other night, and I realized we didn't have S&M 1. S&M 1 was luckily still in stock. They're $59.99. 3 LP. This is when Metallica worked with the San Francisco Symphony, did a live concert. It's amazing. And they did an S&M 2. That's S&M 1, $59.99. We have the Cars. This is a restock, technically, but one of our all-time bestsellers. The Cars' self-titled first album. One of the greatest debut albums of all time, $28.99. It's pretty much like got 2/3 of their hits on it. $28.99, and then the deep cuts are good too, if you call them deep cuts. Ray LaMontagne, Till the Sun Turns Black. I don't know if I've ever had this one in. We get his albums here and there, and I don't know, they seem to be all popular, but we sell them all, so I don't know if I've had this one before or not, but it's $29.99. Ray LaMontagne, Till the Sun Turns Black. That is sold to Sherry Darnell, and Ron Phillips wants a Cars, self-titled. I got 1 Cars left in the bin. I'm pretty sure I got more in my Cars bin, but I got an email saying they had pressed more, so I went ahead and grabbed a couple more just as a refresher. SOD, Stormtroopers of Death, Speak English or Die, $31.99. Another gatefold pressing. Is this 2 LP? It has to be. There's 34 songs on it. Of course, I've listened to a little bit of this. One, I definitely can't read the tracks. Some of them are kind of nasty. But they're pretty short songs. They're like 34 seconds and stuff like that. SOD, that is $31.99. Pink Floyd, The Later Years. Good time to talk about Pink Floyd. It looks like they kind of rotate stuff they keep in print for Pink Floyd. Looks like they've repressed this album, The Later Years, which is a compilation. 12 tracks with 24-page booklet. $48.99. That's a Pink Floyd compilation of all their tracks from 87 to 2019. So that starts at Momentary Lapse of Reason. And actually, it's got some live stuff too. So Shine on You Crazy Diamond live at Nebworth 1990. Comfortably Numb live at Nebworth 1990. I failed to mention that to people, that not only does it have hits from Momentary Lapse of Reason and Division Bell, but it also has some of their older stuff live when they performed it in the 90s, some of their last big tours. So that is $48.99. Pink Floyd, the later years. John Sheehan wants a Stormtroopers of Death. That is sold to John Sheehan, $31.99. If anybody else wants one, we keep reordering those and keep reordering those. I will gladly reorder you one as well. Alison Krauss and Union Station, Paper Airplane, $34.99. Alison Krauss, pretty much her only album that's in print, unless you get lucky enough to score a MoFi pressing. About a month ago, they restocked her MoFi album, which I think is a live. No, it may be a studio album, but there's an album of hers in print by Mobile Fidelity. Even with me having them back ordered from a year ago, I still wasn't at the top of the list for allocations. So I didn't get any, but maybe the next time. Maybe I've moved up the list. The Cars is $28.99. The Cars is $28.99, and I didn't really mention what I was going to about Pink Floyd. They announced a new big release today. They're finally releasing the 2018 remix of Animals, which has been sitting waiting to basically ship or be pressed for since 2018. Alison Krauss sold to George Buchanan. Tim Holloway, if you want the Cars, it's yours. I should have another one. I'm going to go ahead and pull one for Robin Walker. We should have more of those, so even if Tim happens to want one, Robin, I definitely can get you one. But Tim, just let me know. PJ Harvey, To Bring You My Love. I hadn't had her stuff in stock. I hadn't ordered a PJ Harvey album in almost a year and a half, so I thought it was time to bring her back. $36.99. PJ Harvey, To Bring You My Love. The Pink Floyd Animals was delayed because Roger Waters, basically the original member, let me go see if I can find Tim Holloway another Cars. Yeah, we got plenty. If anybody else wants a Cars, I'll actually put a couple back in the crate. So when I'm recapping, people will still think we got them, still know we got them. Roger Waters, I guess, founding member, Gilmore actually came later. Of course, Nick Mason's still around. Let's give Tim Holloway a Cars along with Robin Walker. Walt Cruz wants a PJ Harvey. And so Paul Beal, you're first on that one, and then Walt Cruz, I will order you one if that's okay. So Paul Beal, there's your PJ Harvey. Put Walt Cruz down on a waiting list, and Paul Brothers takes the Pink Floyd later years. The 2018 version of Animals, if I can finish this story, it had liner notes that Roger Waters, I forgot if Roger Waters wrote them or David Gilmour. Somebody disagreed with them. And so it's basically a legal dispute over the liner notes in Pink Floyd Animals, the 2018 remix. David Gilmour and Roger Waters don't get along. So this is one of their biggest albums, and it's an awesome remix, and they disagreed over what the liner notes said. So they've been, I think, fighting over that for 4 years now. So they're finally releasing. I don't know if it's even going to have liner notes. It may just be in a white jacket, but we'll see. All right, Luke Combs, this one's for you. So I had no Luke Combs, and I have all 4 of his albums, plus this other thing is in stock. So I'll go through those. His album titles are very confusing. This one's called This One's for You, Just You. Okay, then there's another one coming up later with a very similar name, but this Luke Combs is $26.99. It says, when it rains, I guess these are maybe some of the hits. When it rains, it pours, One Number Away, and Hurricane. That seems to be the 3 selections on that, $26.99. April said great songs. I have probably never heard them. Paul Beal said give Walt the PJ Harvey, and he will be on the waiting list. I think that, do you want on the waiting list, Paul, or do you want one at all? All right. And we'll not have the liner notes. That's how, okay, there we go. I didn't know how they finally settled that But, yeah, I can't believe it. Looks like all three Luke Combs... Oh, train's coming through. Timeout. Let's let the train drive by. I can't... It's so loud. It's about 150 yards away, but it sounds like it's coming through the middle of the store. It's deafening. No need for waiting list. Okay, so just scratch Paul off that. Give that one to Walt Cruz. All right, Luke Combs. So I'm going to go through these. If you just let me know which one you want. We have this one's for you, $26.99. This one's for you too. This one's for you too, T-O-O, not the Irish rock band. What you see is what you get. That's $33.99. And I thought there was another one in here. We may have separated that one. But so this one's for you, $26.99. This one's for you too, $33.99. And this, what you see is what you get. There's another one, I think, called What You See Ain't Always What You Get. Here it is right here. Yeah. What You See Ain't Always What You Get, $41.99. And I think those are in chronological order. So, all right. Sublime's Greatest Hits. New restock of this. Wasn't expecting it. Almost posted it in the group, but I only had a couple on the way, so I didn't want to take a big waiting list and then disappoint everybody, but I think they're still available. Sublime's Greatest Hits, $36.99. $36.99 on that. Led Zeppelin, The Lost Sessions, BBC broadcast 1969, $46.99. Lost broadcast, I don't know. This may be their kind of just a basic 2-disc of their BBC sessions, $46.99. And this is from Parachute Records. Led Zeppelin, The Lost Sessions, BBC broadcast 1969. That's a wild-looking cover. It looks like they're up in the sky or something. $46.99 on Zeppelin, The Lost broadcast. The Doors, this is about the only version. There for a while. There was different versions of this in stock, but this is the only version of the Doors self-titled album available right now in print. It is $29.99. $29.99. I think we're getting to our first waiting list, which is Ziggy Stardust. Actually, here is the other Luke Combs. I had never seen this before. Luke Combs, The Trilogy. It's a 10-inch, 3-track. Beautiful Crazy, Better Together, and Forever After All. Never seen that. I didn't know that was even a thing, but it's Luke Combs, The Trilogy, $14.99, 10-inch. Okay, Ziggy Stardust, David Bowie. I was worried these were all gone, but they came back in. And we got one for Dakota Wilkie, Richard Allen, and Scott Snee. Dakota Wilkie, Richard Allen, and Scott Snee. I have 2 left. This is the very, very good all-analog half-speed master of Ziggy Stardust, $31.99. Let me read this hype sticker. This record was cut on a fully customized late Newman VM S80 lathe with fully recapped electronics from 192 kilohertz restored masters of the original Trident Studio master tapes with no additional processing or transfer. So right now they say this is one of the best sounding copies of Ziggy Stardust you can own. Sherry Darnell wants a Doors, and Susie, I will have to put you on a waiting list. Sherry Darnell is first on the Doors. There's Sherry Darnell. So, Ziggy Stardust, I got 2 left. We've already sold a bunch of those, but just so you know. Kiss, Rock and Roll, and the 3 people on the list was Dakota Wilkie, Richard Allen, and Scott Snee. You will have one on this invoice. I went through my Kiss catalog again and made sure I had everything. If I didn't have it in stock, that I had it back ordered for when it comes back in stock, and I didn't realize we were sold out of Rock and Roll Over. So here's the newest 180-gram 2014 mastering sealed Kiss Rock and Roll Over. That is $33.99. $33.99. Any more Kiss Crazy Nights? No, they didn't. I got those back ordered along with more Creatures of the Night. I did find 2 more copies. Ed had pulled out 2 copies of Creatures of the Night and put them in the Kiss bin. So if anybody else wants a copy of that, I thought I sold out last night or Tuesday night, whenever that was. But got 5 copies of Kiss in stock. All right. Jeff McIntosh wants one. Did we get Gary Hackett a Bowie? We didn't, because I hadn't pulled one out yet. Gary Hackett wants a David Bowie. And Susie Breedlove wants a Kiss. So does Jeff McIntosh. But yeah, we haven't had this one in stock. It was over a year since I ordered them. So it'd been a while since I had ordered that again. Rock and Roll Over, $33.99. The Judds. New release. The Judds, the best of. I have several people that had pre-ordered this with us. Best of The Judds. Love Can Build a Bridge. Susie, Breedlove, Robin Walker. Robin Walker got 2. Paul Brothers, Linda Lamb. Danielle Villavenicio got 2. Jimmy Clark and Sean Foxbauer. Bauer. Still hadn't figured that one out. So that was the 9 we pre-sold. I have 1 left on hand because when I originally submitted this order, I put in for 10, and we pre-sold 9. So I've got 1 copy on hand, and I checked earlier, they were in stock. So if this one happens to sell and anybody else wants one, we can have it here first of next week. The best of the Judds, $27.99. Josh Huddleston wants one. The Alanis Morissette in the back. Yes, that's an OG German pressing of Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill. The cheapest one in America, or excuse me, the cheapest one in the world right now is in Canada for $250 plus Canadian shipping. So we're going to auction this later. It does have some condition issues, and I'm going to do that a little bit later, though. That's going to be put up for auction. Not a cheap record, and like I said, that was the cheapest one listed. The range on them went up to, I think a sealed copy was, after the currency exchange, was nearly $1,000. Kiss, okay. Josh Huddleston got a Judds. Anybody else wants one, please let me know. We have Megadeth. So Megadeth announced a new album. Here in just 1 second, I'm going to go through some pre-orders. And I think tonight I'm going to post a bunch, even though they might not get the reach that we need in our group so y'all can see them. I'm going to go ahead and post a bunch tonight, then probably make a video for YouTube, and I'll also post it on our page of all these major pre-orders that have been announced. I mean, there's a bunch of big titles. Megadeth, Pink Floyd, Ozzy, just huge titles that will be coming out this year and next month and later this year. This is Megadeth 13, $37.99. Gatefold pressing, 2 LP. Right now, this is about the only Megadeth album that's in print or in stock. Nothing else. And I think y'all remember we used to have Super Collider and all those other ones, even their early stuff. But this and then that other album, Killing, we still got several of those. But this is the only other album that's available. Yes, Queen box sets came in. Yes, those will be on this week's invoice. All right. This is Guided by Voices, Tremblers, and Goggles by Rank. I think this is a new release. $28.99. Guided by Voices, Tremblers, and Goggles by Rank. That is $28.99. Let's see, John Sheehan on Megadeth. John Sheehan on Megadeth. I've got one of those left if anybody else wants it. Guided by Voices is $28.99. And a restock of Aerosmith 9 Lives. And everybody else that was waiting for this, they are in. There's actually 2 people. That was Chris Wood Sr. and Jeff Helton. Chris Wood Sr. and Jeff Helton, your copy of Aerosmith came in. I've got 2 left. $31.99. Remastered from the original source materials, which means that's probably not analog, but I wouldn't think their stuff from the 90s would be anyway. $31.99. Aerosmith 9 Lives. $31.99. I've got 2 left on hand. And somebody asked earlier, I didn't want to mention it until I actually got to it, but this is our biggest release of the week. And luckily, I've got 5 left to sell. Rock Ballads Collected. Rock Ballads Collected, one of the new music on vinyl releases for this week. Limited edition, 3,500 on transparent red vinyl, 24 tracks, and they're individually numbered. And they're numbered on the back. This, let me read off the list first. It's a bunch, like 35, I think. Cody Chandler, Susie Breedlove, Matt Hamilton, Sean Crupper, Shepard Michael, Deborah Devaney, Lisa Lamb, Stacey Metternich, Linda Lamb, Jason Ivey, Richard Davis, Tim Holloway, Jimmy Ball, Walt Cruz, Paul Brothers, Debbie Blair, Joe Willinger, Jerry Stone, Chris McMillan, Brian Baskin, Mike Layton, Chrissy Clark, Matt Algram, Trey Phillips, Jimmy Clark, Troy Robinson, Marty Ellis, Jamie Miller, Carl Page got 2 of them, Bubby Mercer, Linda Hasty got 2 of them, Richard Allen, Michael Blazer, and John Sheehan. That is 2 LP, red vinyl. They are $44.99. $44.99. I have 5 left, and I know I can get more, I hope. But John Wilson wants one. I've got 4 left. Rock Ballads Collected. That was a major list. Here's some of the artists. Def Leppard, Love Bites, Queensryche, Silent Lucidity, Kiss, Beth, Alice Cooper, Poison, Rush, Closer to the Heart, Bon Jovi, Never Say Goodbye, Marillion's on here, REO Speedwagon, Can't Find This Feeling, Bryan Adams, Extreme, Vandenberg, Aerosmith, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, Journey, Open Arms, Foreigner, Waiting for a Girl Like You, Status Quo, Gary Moore, Ugly Kid Joe, The Cult, Styx, Nazareth, Pearl Jam's on here even, Tesla, ZZ Top. They even threw 90s art. Actually, there's a couple 90s songs in here. Really nothing from the 60s. Of course, I think, quote, rock ballads really didn't become a thing till the mid-late 70s. And then very popular in the 80s. And a couple 90s songs on here. Rock ballads is $44.99. Pretty good lineup. I think that's why it sold so well. Def Leppard, Queensryche, Kiss, Vandenberg, Bryan Adams, Marillion, $44.99. Let's see here. Rock ballads, we sold one to John Wilson. Marty Kramer wanted one. Then Craig just posted the track list, which there you go. There's the full list. Thank you, Craig. Tim Smith wants a Kiss. Tim, I'm assuming you want maybe Rock and Roll Over. Maybe you've seen that in there. Let me know if that's not right. I'm going to go ahead and pull that for you. So I've got 3 rock ballads collected on hand. Rock ballads collected. Next is B.B. King live at San Quentin, $38.99. Music on vinyl, B.B. King live at San Quentin. I don't think I've ever had this before, although I may have sold 2 or 3 of them, but I hadn't had it in some time. That is $38.99. David Cox also wants a rock ballads collected. By the way, you want to get this first run because this will sell really well. I mean, if I'm selling 40 and they made 3,500 on red. The next time they make these, it's going to be on black vinyl. So you might want to wait. You might want to grab one of these. Don't wait till you can only get the black vinyl. But David Cox wants one. Seth said he wants one. So there's one left now. Tracy Miller gets one. Although I'm pretty sure I can get more. So if anybody else wants one, you can have Seth's. So Paul Beal, they were still in stock. So Paul Beal gets Seth's. Sorry, Seth. Customers always come first, right? Right. Oh, so I've just killed Seth's mood. B.B. King. B.B. King was George Buchanan. I killed April's mood because I didn't go get her food.
I don't know. She just said you killed her mood.
Oh, yeah. I threw away her hot sauces. I threw away her cheat sheet to keep up with Booths. I didn't go get her food. I didn't know what my mom did with the Lysol wipes. I can't do anything right today. B.B. King, according to April at least. George Buchanan got a B.B. King, so we got one of those left. And the B-52's greatest hits, the best of the B-52's. Dance This Mess Around. That's another music on vinyl title, $38.99. The best of B-52s, $38.99. Paul Beal said, sorry, not sorry, Seth. I think my distributor I can get those from. He'll hook us up. I'm going to order 4 or 5 more, probably 10. I kept on ordering Motown Collected, and I finally ordered 5 more. How many do we get over here? Do we still got? No, we got 4 left. We've ordered this thing about 20 times. And we've ordered this about 20. If you don't have Hip Hop Collected or Motown Collected, those are, of course, I don't know if you're into hip hop. Probably if you're listening to Rock Ballads Collected, you'll probably listen to Motown Collected. But hip hop, I mean, I listened to one of them. I enjoyed it. Okay. Where are we at? Let's go through this crate one more time. So, Scorpions Acoustica. Scorpions Unplugged, essentially, but not like the official MTV Unplugged, but it is an acoustic album, $54.99. Metallica S&M, $59.99. The Cars, $28.99. Then we have basically a restock of the entire Luke Combs catalog, which is this one's for you, this one's for you too. What you see is what you get. What you see ain't always what you get. And we had a little 10-inch in here called Luke Combs, The Trilogy, $14.99. Sublime's Greatest Hits, $36.99. Sublime's Greatest Hits, $36.99. Led Zeppelin, The Lost Sessions, $46.99. Well, one copy left of Ziggy Stardust, $31.99. And Kiss Rock and Roll Over, we got 2 copies left, $33.99. We have Megadeth 13, $37.99. Guided by Voices, Tremblers and Goggles by Rank, new release, $28.99. Aerosmith, 9 Lives, $31.99, 2 of those left. 1 copy of B.B. King live at San Quentin left, and 1 copy of the best of the B-52s, Dance This Mess Around, $38.99. Jonathan Bodine takes the last Ziggy Stardust. We don't have a wait list, Tanner, but write down Ziggy Stardust and the Judds, because I still haven't pulled me a Ziggy yet, and I definitely need to reorder the Judds. That will sell very well here in the store, and probably when I make another post letting people know those came in. Oasis, definitely, maybe, yes, give me 1 second. Adam Stein wants Guided by Voices at the Crew Def Leppard show. I figured there would be a lot of customers, a lot of local customers. Scorpions, Joan Jett, Motley Crue, not the Scorpions, but Joan Jett, Motley Crue, Poison, they're playing tonight at Bridgestone or Nissan Stadium. Scorpions sold to Jason Ivey. And what's the price on Hip Hop Collected? All the 2 LP for Music on Vinyl are $44.99, most of them. But all the collecteds we have, Hip Hop Collected, Motown Collected, the 90s Collected, the 80s Collected, the 70s Collected. Tim Holloway said put him on the Judds list. Okay, that'll give me an indication of how many to order. I'll probably get 4 or 5 more for the next shipment. Poison had to cancel tonight. Oh no. Well, I don't want to. I was gonna. I should be at that concert. I don't know if y'all heard me last night. I doubt it because we had a coin and knife show. But the Shriners, which I help with, they sell CDs at a lot of the concerts in Nashville, and they needed a lot of volunteers. And I kind of forgot all about it until last night. And I think they still needed volunteers. And so a guy told me that if anybody could come, you could go to the concert for free if you help sell CDs. And I was like, well, I have a bunch of customers that would probably love that. And guess what? I forgot all about it. So now I'm going to have a lot of people mad at me. Oasis, this is Jerry Stone's, and it is $38.99 if anybody else wants one. Oasis, definitely maybe, $38.99. That's Jerry Stone's. If anybody else wants one, we can get those. The Hip Hop Collecteds, Bret Michaels was hospitalized. Wow. Allergic reactions. I think a lot of people probably bought tickets to see him, I'm sure. Hip Hop Collected is $44.99. Wow, that'll mess up the entire show, won't it? Wow. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't go. All right. First crate of new vintage arrivals. I have not looked at these whatsoever. This will be interesting. John has priced 7 crates, so let me go over here and flip through one of them and see what we got. Let's see what we have here. I may pull out a couple things to auction, maybe. We have Coletco t-shirts for sale. Tanner says he's showing it off right now. We have Coletco t-shirts. I'm going to grab this bin. It's only a half of a bin, but it looks like really good titles. It looks like check condition, really good titles. Everybody saw me in the back flipping through crates probably. So I don't know what's in here, but we're about to find out. I hadn't even really had time to see what we have tonight. Oh well. Are you getting more Kiss? I can for you. I have Ace Frehley in stock. That's the only one I have. Okay, let's go ahead and start our first auction of the night. This record is interesting. Y'all will probably, if anything, just be interested in what this is. This is from Kevin's collection. It's an OG German copy of Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill. An OG copy of Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill. Check, I don't know if y'all can see this. The side 1, Kevin left this on his turntable for so long. I don't know if y'all recognize this image, but he has a turntable mat that he said came with the original Rage Against the Machine that he bought, Battle of Los Angeles. That's his turntable mat. So this side here, I guess it was laying down like this on the turntable mat, the Rage Against the Machine image transferred over to the vinyl. That's how long that record sat on his turntable, I guess, before he played another record, or I don't know what happened. But that like silhouette transferred over to the vinyl. It also, I think it did that because maybe it got hot. I'm not for sure what happened. I don't know if he may have told me. So side one looks like a damaged record. One, it has a silhouette of Rage Against the Machine. And number two, there's all these little heat bubbles. There's little heat bubbles all over the place. We just played this in the store on our system over here. It plays like a VG Plus record, just like light noise. It didn't skip. I played through the worst part. What's that, Tanner? Yeah, John had this kind of stashed away because he didn't think it would play at all. But side one here has the most damage, or excuse me, track one and then the last track. It looks like heat bubbles. And then side B is just it's pretty nice. Side B is pretty nice. It's a VG Plus copy. So it plays like a VG/VG Plus. This is not an easy record to get. This is an OG German copy. Like I said, the cheapest one listed in Canada was a VG Plus at $250. Now this one obviously has some major problems with it, but it still plays. I mean, it plays like a VG Plus record. The jacket is also very, very nice. Has the hype sticker on it. And this is a 1995 German OG. I don't know if they made them in the United States. I don't know if there is a 95 US pressing. 95 have been a weird year for vinyl, so don't hold me to that. But of course, y'all know German stuff sometimes is pretty good. Either way, maybe the cheapest copy offered anywhere on the web right now, $150 start. Please know it has those condition issues, but it still exists. A lot of people's like, I've told some people I've had this, they said, I'll buy it even if it plays, you know, I mean, it's an OG 1995 Alanis Morissette. So $150 start on this, and it's up for bidding if you want it. $150 start. Okay, let's go through this crate. Stephen Stills, Right By You. Stephen Stills, this is a VG Plus. These are all check condition records. Stephen Stills, Right By You. VG Plus, $14.99. Jerry Penix at $150 on Alanis Morissette. Neil Young, American Stars and Bars, is a VG Plus, $24.99. Did I put George Strait? No, I haven't. I need to, actually, Seth or Tanner, and we might need to flip through those crates. There's a George Strait we need to pull that needs to be put up for auction, and then anything else. Seth, I'll let you be the judge of auctions, okay? Especially that George Strait. 2 or 3 people's waiting for that one, and anything else. All right, let me bring this. We had to move our camera. Let me angle this a little bit closer. Okay, 5X shirts. Bob, we sold out of all of our 2X and 3X before we did anything else. And I've got to order more, and when I do, I'm going to order more 2X, 3X, 4X, and 5X. We sold out of 2X and 3X before we did anything else. So, okay. Jamul, Jamul. This is a VG Plus, $34.99. Humble Pie. Humble Pie is a VG copy, $9.99. Don't see that one too often. Humble Pie, VG, $9.99. Spooky Tooth, You Broke My Heart, So I Busted Your Jaw. Spooky Tooth is a VG copy, $9.99. The Greg Kihn Band, Conspiracy, gold stamp promo on the front, VG copy, $9.99. Journey Through the Past, Neil Young, VG Plus, $24.99. Journey Through the Past, Neil Young, VG Plus, $24.99. And Absolutely Live, The Doors, Absolutely Live is a VG Plus, $24.99. Robert Johnson on Humble Pie, sold to Robert Johnson. And we have The Best of Etta James. The Best of Etta James, VG Plus, $19.99. Yes, I will order some big sizes, 4X, 5X. Robert Johnson on Humble Pie. Seth put his Velvet up for $1 start since he gave away your Rock Collected. I don't know about that. Alanis Morissette. Jerry Penix has this for $150. Going once, going twice. It looks weird, but it plays like a VG Plus record. 1995 German OG. Actually, a Europe OG. if you're discogsing it right now, it will be under Europe, 1995. So, Greg Kihn condition. Greg Kihn was a VG copy. Greg Kihn was a VG copy, $9.99. George Strait, 10 straight hits. George Strait. This is not easy to come by. 10 straight hits, George Strait. This is a 1991, I think it was a U.S. release only. I mean, we've had a lot of George Strait albums. I've never seen this one. It takes $90 to get it started. The straight hits, George Strait, $90 start on that. It is pristine, near mint. Alanis Morissette is also in the background being bid on. Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance. Judas Priest is a gold stamp promo, VG Plus $24.99. Crocus Headhunter. Crocus Headhunter, VG Plus $17.99. We have Luke, You and Me. PKA Luke Campbell. I don't know a lot about this. It's a VG though, $14.99. Marty Ellis on Crocus. Sold to Marty Ellis. Gregory Griffin wants Judas Priest. Sold to Gregory Griffin. So Gregory gets Judas Priest. Marty Ellis gets Crocus. Is that our first purchase with Gregory? Gregory, if you're a first-time buyer with us, please make sure you message our page. If you're not a first-time buyer, I just hadn't seen your name if you have bought from us before in some time. But thank you and welcome. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and show this. We had 2 come in and they were already sold. I thought I'd ordered more. But this is Stranger Things. Stranger Things, music from the Netflix original series. Stranger Things, that's the actual music, $28.99. The Clash, The Police, The Bangles, Echo and the Bunnymen, Corey Hart, Duran Duran, Joy Division, Psychedelic Furs. This is $28.99. $28.99. If anybody wants one of these are still in stock. Stranger Things 4, popular, very popular right now. The soundtrack to that comes out, so all the other soundtracks are selling very, very well. But those are 2 in stock. And Bill Fratsky, you were second on Crocus, it looks like. I have a lead on 15 Disney records for $25. Well, the thing about Disney records is 9 times out of 10 they are completely trashed. We have crates and crates we've just had to kind of throw away or give away because they're probably not even playable. Finding a nice Disney record is a challenge. So, good deal, yes, if you're just kind of collecting covers, or maybe some of them will probably be okay. Probably most of them will be okay, but we try to put out VG Plus stuff for better on average, and it's really hard to find that. So, okay, Gregory, thank you. Just message our page. We do $7 unlimited shipping. Tanner, write down a Stranger Things for Shane McKinney and a Stranger Things for Keith Canseco. And yes, Zach, that was Stranger Things 1. That was Stranger Things 1. Okay. We'll say that again. September is the release date for Stranger Things 4. As soon as that's available for pre-order, I will show it. I'll take Dazed and Confused, Ever Come Any Sugar Ray. How much was Stranger Things and which version? My dogs are barking. It is Stranger Things 1, $38.99 right here. Stranger Things Season 1 soundtrack, $38.90, or excuse me, $28.99. $28.99. All right. Luke, that was from 2 Live Crew, Richard said. Wham! Everything She Wants, long version. This is a 12-inch single. I've never seen this one before. 1985. VG Plus, $19.99. And we have American Beauty, Grateful Dead. VG copy, $24.99. No, that is the actual music. That is the actual music, not the score. Wham! Sold to Carlene Rollins. That's sold to Carlene. Okay, so we have a Wham! Japanese tonight that I don't think we've had before. Michael Bohannon, Carlene. So as soon as we get through a couple of these U.S. pressings that we have set over here to auction, actually, it looks like the next 2 are going to be Japanese. So speaking of that, so Jerry Pennick, you've got Alanis Morissette for $150, going twice, going 3 times, and you have George Strait for $90, going once, going twice. So George Strait for $90, going once, going twice, and you have Alanis Morissette going twice, going 3 times. Jonathan, we've already sold Grateful Dead, and Heart Private Audition. Heart Private Audition is a VG Plus for $12.99, gold stamp promo. Gregory Griffin said he wanted that, didn't he? Yep. Gregory Griffin, I've got you down for Dazed and Confused Volume 2. I have one left and two more on the way if anybody else wants one. $39.99. I've got one left and two more on the way. The two more on the way should be here tomorrow, but if not, if you end up getting on the wait list, it'll be on next week's invoice. Prince, Thieves in the Temple. Prince is a VG copy, $14.99. Debbie Blair wants Heart, sold to Debbie Blair. Kansas, Monolith, VG Plus, $14.99. Kansas Monolith is a VG Plus, $14.99. Kevin Blackfox said he'll take a Dazed and Confused Volume 2. Sold out of the ones now we have on hand, but I have two more on the way. That was part of my last allocation. Rush, Moving Pictures, VG Plus, $24.99. Rush, Moving Pictures, VG Plus, $24.99. Toto 4, in Shrink Wrap and Hop Sticker. This is a VG Plus, $14.99. Boston, self-titled first album, VG Plus, $24.99. That is Orange Label, OG, and that is a VG Plus, $24.99. Kevin got a Dazed and Confused. I'd like to replace my copy Tuesday of Stranger Things to the music. I swore he said it was music Tuesday. It is. You got music. We haven't sold any Stranger Things that are scores, unless you're wanting the score music. But you've got just, well, that's the only thing we've had is the actual music from, as they call it. Gregory Griffin gets Kansas. Prince is a single. Motley Crue come in. Motley Crue's not due out till like next month. Yes, Prince was a single. Robert Johnson first on Toto. Jeff McMaster first on Rush. George Buchanan first on Boston. David Cox was second on Boston. Susie was second on Rush. And Sean said put him down for that next shipment of Dazed and Confused 2. Bob Dylan, Nashville Skyline. This is a VG $14.99. VG $14.99, Nashville Skyline. All right, let's go ahead. Final call on George Strait. I need to go ahead and sell Alanis Morissette. I'm doing too much at once. This is sold to Jerry Pinnick for $150. George is going to pass on Boston. He said give it to David Cox. And George Strait is at $90. This is going twice, going three times to Jerry Pinnick. Jerry Pinnick going twice, going three times for $90. Yes, that's yours for $90. I'm going to give that about 60 seconds. 60 seconds. It's been up for some time. I don't have Dazed and Confused Volume 1. No, I don't. So George Buchanan passed on his Boston. It's going to go to David Cox. And all those others I just sold. That was a flurry of stuff. Let me read those one more time. Gregory Griffin got Kansas. Motley Crue, the release date on those isn't until sometime in July, I'm pretty sure. Prince was a single. Robert Johnson got Toto. Jeff McMaster got Rush. David Cox got Boston. And Sean Crupper wants on the Dazed and Confused 2 list. And I think we're caught up now. I don't have Dazed and Confused Volume. I need to make sure I've got that back ordered, though. They made that on purple vinyl. I don't know if they're still pressing it that way. Jimi Hendrix, Roots of Hendrix. VG Plus $24.99. VG Plus $24.99. Jimi Hendrix, Cosmic Feeling. Cosmic Feeling, Jimi Hendrix. VG Plus $19.99. And Billy Preston. Everybody likes some kind of music. Billy Preston is a VG Plus $14.99. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume 2. This looks like, it doesn't look like a U.S. pressing, but I guess it is. VG Plus VG Plus $29.99. Gold stamp promo. VG Plus. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume 2. Joe Willinger on Cosmic Feelings to Joe Willinger. And then Robert Johnson, you were next on Jimi Hendrix. Joe was first to Cosmic Feelings, but that means you have dibs on Roots of, if you want that, Robert. Zach Biley, first to Billy Preston. Zach, you were requesting me to look for Billy Preston for you. There you go. I had no idea this was in here, or I would have let you know that was coming up tonight. But that's sold to Zach Biley. Jeff McMaster, you were second on that one. And let's go ahead and sell George Strait to Jerry Pinnick. Jerry, I thought this would bring over $100 tonight, but it's yours for $90. 10 straight hits, George Strait, $90. The reason why that's so expensive is because it was pressed in 1991. In 1991, most people were not buying vinyl. They were buying cassettes and CDs, mostly CDs. And especially country music, there wasn't a lot being made. on vinyl. The times they are changing. Bob Dylan. Wow, this is a VG Plus $59.99, but it's a Columbia 2i stereo pressing. 1964. 1964 VG Plus $59.99. 1964 Columbia 2i. Usually when I slide these out to check the label, it's a repress. Of course, I think this album actually came out in, I don't know if 64 is a first pressing. It may be. Yeah, it may be. I don't know. They've made a lot of Bob Dylan albums. Presses, represses, but Columbia 2i stereo. Heritage Auctions right now has an original pressing of Free Will and Bob Dylan in stereo, which the stereo is more rare than mono. Current bid is $32,000, and it still has 10 days left. The original pressing of Free Will and Bob Dylan. $32,000. It's still got 10 days left. Planet Waves Bob Dylan. Planet Waves is a VG Plus $24.99. VG Plus $24.99. Yeah, that George Strait there was pretty rare. I figured it would bring more than that. So, all right, that is a lot of money for. But the Bob Dylan, Free Will and Bob Dylan, it has a pretty interesting backstory. He went to go play on Ed Sullivan, and they wouldn't let him play John Birch Society Blues or whatever that song's called. So he not only did he not play it on Ed Sullivan, but he told him just to take it off the album too, along with I think 6 other tracks. I think he took off 6 tracks. So, but yeah, it'll bring. I think you're right there, Jonathan. If it's already at $32,000 at Heritage with 10 days left, it'll probably bring. They say there's only 3 known. They say there was only 3 known, and there was only 100 made. So, on the West Coast, if you're around Tennessee looking for a copy, or anything probably east of the Mississippi, you're probably not going to find one. Those are probably somewhere in a garage in California. Stephen Stills, Right By You, VG Plus 4, if the ones that hadn't been discovered yet, which there are only maybe what, 2 or 3 more not discovered in the world or in America. Stephen Stills, I'm going to read through these titles. If you interested, just ask me the price, track list, anything like that. I've already been through these once. Stephen Stills, Neil Young, Jamul, Spooky Tooth, Neil Young, Absolutely Live, The Doors, The Best of Etta James, pretty good titles in here. Greg Kihn Band, Conspiracy, Luke from 2 Live Crew, Prince, Bob Dylan, Nashville Skyline, Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume 2, The Roots of Jimi Hendrix, The Times They Are Changing, Bob Dylan, and Planet Waves. For the person that's going to spend $50,000 on that record, probably they can resell it in about 20 years and it'll probably bring $100,000. They're probably making a pretty good investment, right, Tanner?
Yep. Show Lollapalooza.
I have not showed Tool Lollapalooza. I'm going to do that next bin of new vinyl now. Hendrix was a VG Plus $24.99. I'm going to go ahead and knock out our last bin of new vinyl. John says it's going to sell over for $80. It'll be fun to watch. They've got a cool entertainment auction. They got some pretty rare stuff coming up. That'll be a fun one to watch. They got original posters, and they got a first Led Zeppelin. They got a Led Zeppelin 1 turquoise pressing. It's already up to $1,250. There was only 2,000 of those made. They got one that's EX. It'll probably bring 3,000 or more. If something's worth $1,000, Heritage can get 5,000 for it, but they're Heritage, so that's why people send them the best stuff in the world. Tool, Lollapalooza. This isn't unofficial, but this we've pre-sold several. Tool Lollapalooza. This is an unofficial from Parachute, from one of our major distributors. $31.99. This is their 1993 Lollapalooza Texas show, and it's not on this list, is it? Did we not pull those, or?
Yeah, so
John Matthews and Scott Snee.
Yeah, we pulled them.
We already pulled them, so yeah, we already pulled them for the last show. So this is our second shipment, actually. These were leftovers, or this was the rest of them that we hadn't got to yet. But it's clear vinyl, gatefold, clear vinyl, or maybe silver. It's either silver or clear. It's either silver or clear, and that is $31.99. $31.99. So, one sold to Gregory Griffin. I've got 2 left. Paul Bill says it sounds great. He's had one for some time. Tool is $31.99. I've got 2 left. 2 left. All right. Yeah, if you want to see some rare records, I'm talking about $50,000 and up stuff, go through Heritage's archive. We sell some records on here for $1,000. And I tell people, I'm like, listen, there's stuff out there selling every day for $50,000. Pretty crazy. Rare stuff, though. Highly desirable. Bob Dylan, Stones, Beatles, Led Zeppelin. Very rare stuff. Marilyn, very collectible artist. Marilyn Manson, Sweet Dreams Baby, Sydney broadcast, 1999. Marilyn Manson, Sweet Dreams Baby, Sydney broadcast, 1999. This is also a parachute record, 2 LP, live, Marilyn Manson from 1999, $33.99. John Lang also wants a Tool. I have 1 Tool left, Lollapalooza, on silver or clear vinyl. I can't remember the blurb, but that is $31.99. So this is, oh, that's Lady Gaga. Here's Marilyn Manson, sold to Woods Felix. Woods, when I ordered that, I had a feeling you would want one. This is Lady Gaga, the Fame. And I normally wouldn't, well, we stock a lot of Lady Gaga. They sell pretty well, but this one for sure, it has Poker Face on it. I think everybody's heard that at least sometime in their life. $36.99. And before these came in print, this was, when I checked it on Discogs, it was like, before they made a restock of them last week and shipped them, they were like an $80 LP. So I figured that, because I had never seen it before. It hadn't been in print in some time. They were like 80, 100. One had sold a while back for 120. So that is $36.99, Lady Gaga. I've got 2 on hand. Aaron Gardner gets 1, and Randy Davis gets 1. And some of these other songs may be hits too, but I'm not really for sure. Walt Cruz said Gaga for life. Everything else we will take a wait list for. I only have 2 on hand. Aaron wants 1, Randy got 1. Walt, I will put you on the waiting list. Sturgill Simpson. I didn't realize we were sold out of Cutting Grass, but we were sold out of Cutting Grass Volume 1 and 2. This is Cutting Grass Volume 1, 2 LP, The Butcher Shop Sessions, $29.99. Butcher Shop Sessions. Did I miss any other comments in there before that? New Stars on Columbia sticker. Wow. Let's see here. All right, I think I'm caught up. The Slim Shady LP. The Slim Shady LP is $41.99. Slim Shady LP, $41.99. Eminem 2 LP, Slim Shady. Television, Marquee Moon, $48.99. This has been at the top. This had been at the top of the new vinyl selling list for some time with one of my distributors. And this record here, I looked at the price and I was like, well, that's kind of pricey for any kind of single disc LP. But then I was checking prices. As y'all know, television isn't too easy to get. So I went ahead and grabbed one, and I thought I'll at least stock one, and we never get the OGs of this. And I was looking at represses, not too easy to get. But they were still in stock, so this one goes to George Buchanan. Zachary Franklin, I will get you one. And anybody else, please let me know if you want a Television Marquee Moon. And so Television had Tom Verlaine. Tom Verlaine, if that name rings a bell with you. So that's sold to George Buchanan. Zachary, you'll be first on the wait list. Jonathan, you will be third. And Keith Canseco wanted something. He wanted the Bob Dylan from earlier. Yeah, times they are changing. Times they are changing. $59.99, that's sold to Keith Canseco. Television is $48.99. $48.99 if you want on that list, Shane. They will be in first of the week. First of the week, so those will be on next week. Muse, Drones. Was this Jeff McIntosh? I think this was a special order for Jeff McIntosh, and I got one other. Muse, Drones, $31.99. Jeff McIntosh. Jeff, I've got your Muse Drones. They're $31.99, and if anybody else wants one, I've got one left, and these were still in stock. Muse Drones, $31.99. Went over 100. Yeah. Television isn't cheap. Television isn't cheap. Tracks on Manson. Make sure. Make sure I could read these. I think I've read some of his tracks before. Inauguration of the Mechanical Christ, the Reflecting God, Great Big White World, Cake and Sodomy, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, Rock is Dead, The Dope Show, Lunchbox, I Don't Like the Drugs, but the Drugs Like Me, I'm not going to read the next track, Antichrist Superstar, and The Beautiful People. $33.99 for Marilyn Manson. All right, where did we get to? I got some good stuff coming up next. I mean, this is some really good stuff I've never had before. So, Jeff, I've got you down for drones. Anybody else? I got one Manson left. Blackstone Cherry. Now, this is, I thought this was colored vinyl. It may be, but it don't have the sticker on it. Blackstone Cherry is $49.99. Blackstone Cherry, Folklore and Superstition. Either way, I haven't had this in some time. Blackstone Cherry, $49.99. All right, Jason Ivey gets this Marilyn Manson, and Tanner put Dwayne and Zach on the waiting list. Put Dwayne and Zach on the waiting list. As y'all know, there's pretty much nothing by Marilyn Manson in print. This is from Parachute, which is technically a unofficial, and it's a live broadcast, but Marilyn Manson stuff may, I'm not saying ever get made again, but with all of his problems and troubles, his catalog is pretty much non-existent. That goes to Jason, Dwayne, and Zach will be on the waiting list. Blackstone Cherry, Folklore and Superstition, $49.99. Music on vinyl, 2 LP. Kidrock's Greatest Hits. I think this is a random allocation from my huge order that I originally placed. If you didn't know we had these, $36.99. If these go back out of print as long as the last ones did, when they all went out of stock for about a year, when stuff like this goes out of stock, prices go up, 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 people keep buying them. And these were selling for $150, $200 for a sealed copy about 3 months ago. That's $36.99. That's how a lot of this is. Kate Bush, The Dreaming. So with Kate Bush's resurgence, I think she's more popular right now than she may have ever been. $29.99. This is the album called The Dreaming. Kate Bush, $29.99. Bubby Mercer wants a Kid Rock. I do have more copies of that if anybody else wants them. And they're getting low stock. Kate Bush, sold to Walt Cruz, and if anybody else wants one. These were in stock, a lot of them. I think they're pressing her, her stuff as fast as they can right now. Walt Cruz gets this one. James Dawson, I will put you on a waiting list. Those will be anything that we're putting you on a waiting list for this week or on a Thursday night, that means it will be in the first of the week. So if you're on a waiting list, if it's still in stock, it may not be back in for 2 months, but I'll let you know if it's that long. I have not had this Stevie Ray Vaughan before. The Reading Festival, 1983, plus the Manchester 1988 UK broadcast. If you like Stevie Ray Vaughan, this is a 2 LP live, $41.99. $41.99. So it's from the Reading Festival 1983 and some Manchester 88 UK broadcast, $41.99. $41.99. I have 2 of those on hand, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I have not had that one before. In Excess, the very best of In Excess, $48.99. Live, or excuse me, not live, the best of In Excess, $48.99. One on hand, and if anybody else wants one, we will order you one. Kyle Gregory wants a Stevie Ray Vaughan. Let me get some more auctions running. What do we got back here? Bon Jovi and Aha. This is some good stuff. Bon Jovi, let's get a couple auctions rolling. Japanese press of his self-titled debut album, Bon Jovi, $60 start. Vinyl is absolutely pristine. Japanese pressing, Bon Jovi, self-titled. And it should have the insert with it. Japanese 2-page insert. Starting bid on that is $60. $60. Bon Jovi Japanese press. Complete, near mint with Obi. Aha includes Take On Me. We don't get this too often. Any kind of pressing. Hunting High and Low is the name of the album. I don't even have to look at it. I can tell you it's a pristine copy. And it also has the unique 3-page Japanese book with it. Aha is a $50 start. Cover is VG++. Has a little bit of signs of wear, but not much. Nice obi. Aha. Hunting high and low is a $50 start. Take on me. Robert Johnson's at $60 on Bon Jovi. Legend, the best of Bob Marley, $36.99. Legend, the best of Bob Marley, $36.99. The best of NXS is $48.99. 2LP, cut at Abbey Road Studios, featuring New Sensation, Need You Tonight, Never Tear Us Apart. Still got that available. Chris Stapleton. I thought I had gobs of these, but we had from Room A Volume 1 in stock. This is from Room A Volume 2. These are $33.99 from Room A Volume 2. John Wilson wants Bob Marley. It's like one of the all-time best-selling new LPs since they've started repressing a lot of vinyl in the last 5 or 6 years. That album's always up there on the top. I got 2 Chris Stapleton, 1 sold to Robin Walker. I have 1 left. And I think this is the first time I've actually showed this live on the show where they're in stock and you can claim one. Counting Crows, August and Everything After. When they repressed this and I posted it, we sold like 50 copies in about a half hour. $49.99. Counting Crows, August and Everything After. 2LP, this is the 33 RPM version. There is a more expensive version out there on 2LP that's in print. If you can find one, they're really not in stock right now, but they're it's a very popular album. Counting Crows, August and Everything After, $49.99. 1 sold to Bubby Mercer. I have 2 left on hand. I've never had this before. Nirvana, the Broadcast Collection, $99.99. This is a 1, 2, 3 disc from Parachute Records. Nirvana, the Broadcast Collection, $99.99. Let's see. All the Fun of the Fair, which is a live show from 1991. Down Under, Melbourne, Australia, 1992. Saturday Night Live, 92 and 93. And then Live and Loud, 1993. That is $99.99. Nirvana, the Broadcast Collection. Mike Jones also wants a Counting Crows. I got 1 left on hand. The Nirvana box set is $99.99. Whoop, I thought Counting Crows was falling. False alarm. Let's do a final call on these auctions. David Howard's at $50 on Aha. Going twice, going 3 times. I hadn't done a going once, going twice, but no one else has bid. So, and Robert Johnson's at $60. That's going twice, going 3 times. About 60 seconds left on those. Anthrax, the greater of 2 evils. Joseph Zucker. Joseph Zucker on this. I'm going to make sure he's watching. If anybody else wants one, these are in stock. Joseph, if you're watching, I think this is the album you were looking for. It's $36.99. Wes is going to set that aside. If anybody else wants one, there's actually a lot of Anthrax in stock. There may be more tomorrow. I've got a lot of their catalog on the way. Joseph said, yep. So that's so do you. If anybody else wants one, we've got that album, and we've got like 3 or 4 others that should be here for tomorrow's show. By the way, we are having a show tomorrow and Saturday night. April's going to be here for both of them to help. Right, April? Gregory, I will put you on the Anthrax waiting list. We had a coin and knife show last night, first one we had in about a month. We had a lot of our record buyers on, and I had some people cross over and buy their first silver coin or knife, pocket knife from us. We're also a case knife dealer here. We deal in gold and silver, coins, currency, knives. We applied for our gun license, I think, like 6 months ago, but they like make you give blood and do all kinds of stuff before you can sell guns here. But anyway, if you tuned in last night, thank you. And if you're not familiar with those shows, tune in. We sell some pretty interesting stuff on there, especially if you're shopping for a lot of gifts between now and Christmas. A case pocket knife is a great gift. We sell hundreds of case pocket knives every year, a lot of them for gifts. Bob Riger wants a Blackstone Cherry. Sell that to Bob Riger. The price on the Anthrax was $36.99. Gregory, I'm putting you on a waiting list. And if anybody else wants one, Bill Fratsky or Rob Scheffler, they're $36.99. Greater of 2 evils. Okay, here's how we're going to have to do the Samantha Fish. I think let's do them one at a time. They're all $24.99, but I have a feeling we're going to have lists for all three of them. We're going to do this one first. I only have one on hand, so I just ordered one because I don't know which ones y'all need or looking for, but there's a lot of them available. Samantha Fish, Belle of the West. So this is the first one. Samantha Fish, Belle of the West. If you want this one, you can comment Samantha Fish. They are $24.99. I've got two others I'm going to show tonight. They're all $24.99, and then I will go down the list from there. So this is Richard Davis gets this one. Mick LaFoot, you will be the first name on the wait list. Anybody that doesn't get the very first one, they will be in next week. I mean, they were plenty in stock. So this is the first one I'm doing right now. Richard Davis gets this one. Mick LaFoot, you will be first on the wait list. Walt Cruz will be second. Samantha Fish, Belle of the West, $24.99. So go ahead and tag that one for Richard. We'll order one for Mick and we'll order one for Walt. The Nirvana was a 3 LP box set broadcast collection, $99.99. It's 3 discs, all live shows together in one thing. I think it's on colored vinyl too. Korn self-titled, $46.99. 2 LP music on vinyl. Korn self-titled, $46.99. I didn't realize we were out of stock of this, but we were. I probably should go ahead and order about 20 of them. $46.99. The Blackstone Cherry was Folklore and Superstition, $49.99. This, when I was reordering a lot of Neil Young stuff, I think there for a while we went through a Neil Young streak. This one was out of stock, and it's for the first time come back in print. Neil Young on the Beach, in print, in stock, whichever. And this is analog. This is analog. Neil Young on the Beach. That is $31.99. $31.99. When do the April special commemorative autograph Coletco t-shirts come in? That's what Tommy Green wants to know. They want you to autograph a t-shirt.
Yes.
Those will be $200, and she gets none of the money. Neil Young sold to Matt Spear, and let's go ahead and sell these 2 auctions in the back. Actually, Aha got another bid. Bon Jovi is sold to Robert Johnson for $60. No, it was Bon Jovi that got another bid. Hold on a second. Aha is sold to David Howard for $50, and Bon Jovi got another bid, and I kind of forgot about that. You'll have to keep me on reminders back here. Bill Fratsky's at $63 on Bon Jovi. Robert Johnson, you're out. Bill Fratsky has Bon Jovi for $63, going once, going twice. All right, let's go through this one more time. We have Tool, Lollapalooza. Last one I have left. Silver vinyl, $31.99. Sturgill Simpson, Cutting Grass, $29.99. Eminem, the Slim Shady LP, $41.99. Muse, Drones, $31.99. Blackstone Cherry, $49.99. 2 left. Bob Riger got the other. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Reading Festival, 1983, $41.99. NXS is $48.99. Chris Stapleton from Room A, Volume 2, $33.99. Counting Crows is $49.99. Nirvana is $99.99, broadcast collection. Korn is $46.99. And Neil Young is $31.99. Neil Young on the Beach, newest restock of that. John Young wants a Coletco shirt autographed by everyone. Chad, Tanner, Seth, Ed, April, and Chad's mom. I'll pay extra if someone doodles a cartoon of Seth hitting his head. Seth, that will never be forgotten. Here's the next Samantha Fish. This one's called Faster. Limited to 2,000. Wow. Alternate cover and poster. Samantha Fish, Faster. So the next Samantha Fish comments, you are claiming this one. Faster, $24.99. Samantha Fish. Alternate cover and poster limited to 2,000. $24.99. Walt Cruz gets that one. Faster. Neil Young was $33. We can actually get you an autographed shirt. We can take care of you on that. They're only $200. Right, Seth? Seth's over here studying again. These records are not going to be in alphabetical order. All right, this looks like a fantastic bin. Oh my gosh. What a fantastic bin here. Let me pull a couple things out. I see some pretty interesting stuff right off the bat. Stuff that I had anticipated auctioning. April, since you're not doing anything too productive, can you please get me a ice cold monster from the fridge? I would greatly appreciate it. I'm talking ice cold. Seth said that would be frozen. It would be close to it. All right. April really hadn't done that yet. Okay, Walt Cruz. Walt Cruz got a Samantha Fish. Gary Hackett got a Samantha Fish. Or Walt Cruz, you got the Samantha Fish on hand. Gary Hackett and Debbie, you're going to be on the wait list for next week. All right. This is a fantastic Creative Records. Here's the first two I want to auction. Robert Johnson, are you still watching? Are you in on Bon Jovi? Sorry this is taking so long. I'm about to get refocused on our auctions. That's why I need a monster. Bill Fratsky, did you shake it up? Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Okay. Bill Fratsky has this for $63. That's going twice, going three times. I was kind of waiting for Robert Johnson to say in or out. All right, we'll go ahead and get the next auction started, which AC/DC, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. At this point, now you're being a distraction. Original inner sleeve. This is a top copy. Do y'all know what I mean when I say top copy? That means it's pristine. It looks very, very nice. AC/DC, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. U.S. Club pressing. U.S. club pressing, not an OG or not a retail copy. Club pressing. That will be a $35 start. Let's go ahead and do the last Samantha Fish before I get... What did you do with it? Okay. The last Samantha Fish, Chills and Fever, $24.99. Samantha Fish, Chills and Fever, $24.99. $24.99. Samantha Fish, Chills and Fever. A top copy means if you're just looking for the one in the best condition you can get, then that's probably the best one. Walt Cruz gets that Samantha Fish, and we're taking orders for any of the other ones. Genesis, Invisible Touch. There's some nice records in here. Genesis, Invisible Touch, $19.99. Boston, self-titled debut, $34.99. Orange label, OG. This is a non-check condition bin, so these are, at least for the vinyl, they're in very, very nice condition. $34.99. John Young's at $36 on AC/DC. Robert Johnson may have had to hop off, so we got to go ahead and sell this. This is Bon Jovi, sold to Bill Fratsky for $63. John Young's at $36 on AC/DC. Donnie Haney, first to Genesis. Donnie Haney, first to Genesis. Bill Fratsky was second. George Buchanan, first on Boston. Debbie Blair said she will take a waiting list on Samantha Fish. Jeff McMaster, you were second on Boston. Cat Stevens' Greatest Hits, $14.99. Nice copy of that. The Grateful Dead, self-titled. Green label, 1968, but it is a second pressing. $64.99. Green, wow, this is very, very nice, though. Grateful Dead, self-titled. It is a green Warner Brothers label. John did put, it looks like it says 1968 second, which is probably the second pressing. $64.99. That's exceptionally nice, though. Jackson Browne, Running on Empty, $14.99. John Wilson on Cat Stevens. I love Cat Stevens. By the way, John Young is at $36 on AC/DC, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. John Young may also bid on this one. We have a Monkey. The Monkees Changes. I don't think this is a, yeah, it's not a Colgems, though. John may not bid on this. He's probably looking for an OG at this point. But this is not an easy Monkees album to have or get. This is a Rhino repress. However, it's near mint, and we need a $25 start on that. Either way, we don't get the Rhino, the OG, whatever. We don't get that one in too often. The Monkees Changes, $25 start on that. All right, Michael Bohannon's at $38 on AC/DC. Still got Grateful Dead and Jackson Browne. George Strait, Greatest Hits. This is $49.99. George Strait's Greatest Hits, $49.99. Greg Almentor. Greg Almentor is $34.99. Greg Almentor. It says promo copy. Let's see what it actually looks like. It's actually a promo label. Capricorn, the Greg Allman Tour, $34.99. Capricorn promo with promo sticker. George Buchanan wants George Strait. Tanner, make sure that one goes in for $49.99. AC/DC is at $38 with Michael Bohannon. It's a near mint club pressing of Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. $38 to Michael Bohannon. That's going once, going twice. I was looking for a $25 start on the Monkees Changes. Leonard Skinner, second helping. This is an MCA press, but this is $34.99. MCA press. It's very, very nice though. So the original label is Sounds of the South, but that is extremely nice looking. $34.99. Obies, yes, we have a lot. We have an entire crate full, Sean. I'm actually going to put up let's get 3 auctions going at once. How about, let me read off some artists I have in here. Footloose, Culture Club, Blondie, Bob Seger, Madonna, Rocky, Billy Joe, Clapton, Toto, Wings, more Clapton, Madonna's, Billy Joel's, ELO. Ooh, I haven't seen one of these in a while. I don't know if I've ever had one of these. This looks very nice. It's a Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits. This is frozen. You might want to turn down the temperature in the fridge. I turned it up the other night because it was sweating in there, but yeah, this is literally frozen. Frozen Monster. We may be onto something here. This is like a Monster slushie. Man, I may have just come up with something. Donnie Haney, first to Leonard Skinner. Wow, that's very, very good. Donnie Haney on Leonard Skinner. Gregory Griffin, you were second, it looks like, on our feed. Well, on everybody's feed, actually. So Donnie Haney got Leonard Skinner. Gregory Griffin was second. Deborah's at 25 on the Monkees. Aha is sold. Janis Joplin, $1. Not quite. Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits. Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits with Obi. This is a $60 start. Original insert. I'm assuming, based on this right here, Rock Best 100, I doubt this is like an OG pressing. But, I don't know. It's a comp, so a lot of times I don't really, I'm not saying it don't matter, but $60. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I've never seen the image on that album look so nice. Whenever they repress these covers too in Japan, they get like the ultimate high-resolution picture. It's like they use the best images they can too when they repress these over there. Zach's at 60. This is a Rhino. Deborah, this was a Rhino pressing. Rhino. All right, so AC/DC's going twice, going 3 times to Michael Bohannon, $38. This is going once, going twice for $25, and Zach has Janis for $60. That just got a bid, but we'll go ahead and say going once, going twice. The Eagles, Hotel California, $34.99. It feels like, does it have the poster? Yes, has the poster with it. Hotel California. Cover does have a little bit of average shelf wear on it, not a pristine cover. The vinyl looked very nice, has the original inner sleeve and poster. $34.99. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, also $34.99. This is not a gatefold. This is a reissue press of this. It is absolutely pristine. And this is $34.99. Did I just buy one of these? I don't know if you did or not. I think you've been looking for one, but you may have not bought. You may have not bought one. I'm not for sure. Dylan Weishaupt on Elton John. Sold to Dylan. So let's go ahead, because we have so many auctions to do. Oh my gosh. Steve Miller Band, the Joker. Steve Miller Band is $19.99. Let's go ahead and sell this to Michael Bohannon for $38. That's sold to Michael Bohannon, $38. Janis Joplin's going twice, going 3 times to Zach Biley for $60. And Deborah, this is going twice, going 3 times to you for $25. When those sell, I will put up 3 new auctions. Retro Class Entertainment on SM. Steve Miller Band to Rydell Martin. Donnie Haney, you were second. Stephen Tuttle is at 65 on Janis Joplin. Derek and the Dominoes, Layla. Wow, this looks nice. Let's see if it's an OG Atco. It is, OG Atco. US OG, that is. Gatefold, $34.99 on that. Jeff McMaster on, what just happened? HC, Hotel California, sold to Jack Suslake. Steve Miller Band, that's already sold. Rydell got that one, then Donnie, and then Jeff, you would have been third. Layla, Ooh, Dire Straits Live, Alchemy. Dire Straits Live, $39.99. Alchemy, Dire Straits Live. Boston, Don't Look Back, $34.99. No barcode on that one. It's an orange label OG. $34.99 for Boston. Styx, Kilroy Was Here. Styx is $19.99. Kilroy Was Here. Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams, $19.99. Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams, $19.99. Randy Davis on Dire Straits. Randy Davis on Dire Straits. Sold to Randy Davis. All right, let's go ahead. Well, actually, Janice got another bid, so I almost called this one, but I forgot Stephen bid. I'm going to go ahead and sell this to Deborah for $25. The Monkeys Changes. Sell that to Deborah for $25. Stephen Tuttle has Janice for $65, going twice, going 3 times. Mr. Zach, let me know if you're in or out, sir. Can you tell me if you have Badlands? No. I am running an ad right now on Facebook advertising we buy and sell records, and in one of the pictures is a copy of that Badlands record from the Knoxville Metal Collection back in February. And as y'all can imagine, Ken, Mr. Ken, sir, you probably don't know this, but we had that record back in February. It is long gone. We sold that back in February. But because that picture's in the ad, you will be amazed, once again, how many people have commented or messaged us and said, how much is Badlands? Is Badlands for sale? The usual thing. Badlands will cause it's amazing. That's why I usually put it in the ad, because everybody sees that and they click on it. Badlands. Donnie Haney, first to Steve Miller Band. But no, that record is long gone, and I have not seen one since. He says put this one back. So Jeff McMaster, you get this one. Jeff McMaster gets Steve Miller Band. John Wilson, you were third. Zach Biley said he's out, so we're going to go ahead and sell this to Stephen Tuttle for $65. Janis Joplin, $65, sold to Stephen Tuttle. Next is, it looks like it says Bluegrass. Bluegrass is $22.99. So Mr. Jeff Artnip, no, Badlands is long gone. Thank you for asking, though, but it is, that's a very difficult record to get. And actually, the night we finally put it up for auction, there was only 2 people that bid on it. And then no one else bid. 2 people bid. So, all right, let me pull out some more Japanese stuff here.
A lot of that's really just probably best show, there's straight price show.
Okay. All right, Abba.
It's good stuff, but it's wrong.
Let's do this, and is this a Santana Hits? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Cosmic Blues. Yeah. That's because it was 8,000. No, that's not true. Okay, next auction's here. Abba's Greatest Hits Volume 2, which is the good one. Abba's Greatest Hits Volume 2. This has Dancing Queen on it, and, you know, Volume 2 is a little bit better, I think. $30 start on this with Obi. Pristine copy and insert and original inner sleeve. $30 on that. Let's see here. Boston 2 was $34.99. John Lennon, The Collection. Now, we usually have Shaved Fish, but this one here is, it's still got a lot of good hits on it. This one has Imagine, Jealous Guy, Stand By Me, Woman, I'm Losing You, Beautiful Boy, Watching the Wheels, Give Peace a Chance. Does it have some of his Beatles stuff on here? Whatever Gets You Through the Night, Instant Karma, Mind Games. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. This is $40. $40 start on John Lennon Collection. Japanese press with Obi, Pristine, and insert. $40 start on that. And Santana Gold Disc. That usually means this is a greatest hits. Santana Gold Disc. Let's see. Yeah, Waiting, Evil Ways, Jingo, Black Magic Woman, Oyo Como Va. This is a Santana Gold Disc, a.k.a. a greatest hits. Really cool foil cover with Obi. Check this out. It's got a book with it. That's them at Woodstock. Wow, that's a cool picture. That's the first time I'm looking at this. There's the book. That looks like Woodstock again, but in a different kind of color. There's all the lyrics. Really cool here. Santana is also a $40 start. Gold disc, greatest hits. Really cool packaging with that one. All right, really cool packaging with that Santana Go disc with Obi. Foil cover. I didn't know that was going to be a foil cover. Let me make sure I hadn't missed anything here before I get back into the crate. Badlands, Badland. Boston was $34.99. Voodoo Highway, yeah, that one's hard to get to. John Lennon 40, John Lennon 40, John Lennon 45, $30 on Abba, $40 on John Lennon, $50 on John Lennon, 40 on Santana, 40 on Santana, and 40 on Santana. Yeah, Badlands is one of those records. It's like Alice in Chains' Dirt. A lot of people are wanting it right now, especially people new to vinyl collecting, and they don't realize how expensive it is. So they see it and they're like, how much is that? And then they realize that, oh, an OG copy of Dirt, which wasn't even pressed in the United States, is like $800 or whatever they're going for now. So same thing with Badlands. They see it and they're thinking, oh, it's a $50 record maybe. And then they find out it's $150 or $200 if it's pristine, and that's what happens. George Jones. Once You've Heard the Best, sealed George Jones, 1999. This is an official label, Columbia Special Products, 1982 compilation, 1999. 1999. Even the represses of Dirt are $200 now. Larry Gatlin is $9.99. Go Stamp promo. Larry Gatlin of the Gatlin Brothers. Help yourself. Kooky Country. Kooky Country. That's pretty interesting looking. That is $14.99 in shrink wrap. Stacy Metternich wants George Jones, so to Stacy Metternich. Conway Twitty, Hello Darling. We're slipping in a few country records on you. If we are, it's usually going to be pretty high-selling, popular stuff like this. Conway Twitty, $9.99, Hello Darling. A Night at the KWKH Louisiana Hayride. That's an interesting cover, if anything. It's on Wing. George Jones appears on here. Eddie Bond, $29.99. Zach Biley on CT. Conway Twitty, Zach Biley. Chris Ferrara, you were second. Chris Ferrara, you were second on that one. Okay, where are we at on our auctions? Looks like Jack just bid 52 on John Lennon. Jack is at $52, the John Lennon collection. I think people prefer this one over the Shaved Fish album, but pretty similar tracks, but this one has a couple. I think this one has, I don't know which one. It has more on it. It has a couple extra songs people's usually looking for than the other one does. Ron Phillips is at 48 on Santana, and I think Abba was at $30 with Janice. Janice Hall is at 30 on Abba, going once, going twice. Ron Phillips is at 48 on Santana, going once, going twice. And George Buchanan's back in on John Lennon at 53. Next is Jerry Reed, Half and Half. That is sealed, $29.99. We have K-Tel's Country Express. Uh-oh, Stacy. K-Tel Country, $9.99. The Best of Vern Gotson. The Best of Vern Gotson is sealed, $29.99. The History of Country Music Volume 2, sealed, $19.99. Loretta Lynn, One's on the Way. Loretta Lynn is $19.99. One's on the Way, Loretta Lynn. Country Music Hall of Fame's Roy Acuff and his Smoky Mountain Boys, $9.99. Mo Bandy, Rodeo Romeo. Mo Bandy, $14.99. It's Hard, The Who, has some cover damage on it. It's $14.99. Disc is probably really, really nice. It is. The Who, It's Hard, $14.99. Randy Davis on the sealed Vern Gotson Best Of. All right, Mike Jones is at 50 on Santana, and Jack is out on John Lennon, so George has it for 53. So John is going once, going twice, and we can go ahead and sell Abba to Janice. Janice Hall, I believe her name was. I think she's bought from us before. Janice, if you haven't, if you're still watching, I hope that you can hear me. It looks like you're on YouTube, so make sure, let me know, Janice, if you're still on, that if you're watching, if you have a Facebook account. We do all of our billing through Facebook Messenger unless you don't have a Facebook. We have a lot of first-time buyers find our YouTube channel, and they tune in that way. So let me know on that. But that's sold to you for $30, and then we will figure out how we can invoice you. Hopefully you have Facebook. Okay. So Vern Gotson, Susie wants LL. Well, that was Loretta Lynn. Sell that to Susie Breedlove. Did the Cars Greatest Hits? No, Cars Greatest Hits has not come up yet. Ron Phillips is back in on Santana at 52. John Lennon is going twice, going 3 times for 53. Going twice, going 3 times for 53. I'm here. Yes, Facebook. Okay, good, Jan. That record. So do you, when you have a chance, you don't have to right now so you don't miss anything, but hop over to Facebook. Also, you can watch on Facebook as well. Find our Coletco page. Send us a message with your mailing address and your email address. $7 unlimited shipping. We will have a sale tomorrow night and Saturday night. You can tune in and add to your order and save on shipping. But we invoice week to week. $7 unlimited. We don't combine invoices. We don't keep open boxes. But it's only $7 shipping as much as you want to buy. 145 or 300 LPs. Only $7. This is a 12-inch single from DNA featuring Suzanne Vega. Suzanne Vega, $14.99. Has the sticker there on it. The Ventures play Telstar, The Lonely Bull, $9.99 on the Ventures. And Cowboy Mouth, Cowboys and Indians, Cowboy Mouth, $19.99. I don't know what that is. Blondie, Eat to the Beat. Blondie is $24.99. Kenny Rogers, Eyes That See in the Dark. Kenny Rogers is $9.99. Also, a lot of people are always looking for I Will Always Love You and Islands in the Stream with Dolly. So this is $9.99. I try to mention that when I show this album because we always sell the 45, but that's the album that has those tracks on it as well. All right. Is that Tom's Diner? Yes, Jill, it is. And you have first dibs on it if you want it. Tom's Diner, Jill, that is $14.99. If you don't want it, Casey Campbell was next, and it looks like Jeff was third. Zach Biley on Kenny Rogers. Zach Biley on Kenny Rogers. Cindy Twerk was second. Zach was first of that. Okay, so John Lennon, we can go ahead and sell that. John Lennon sold to George Buchanan for $53. And Santana, let's go to Santana and do the final call. Ron Phillips has it for $52, going twice, going 3 times. Jill says, please give it to Casey. Casey Campbell, you get the Suzanne Vega 12-inch. Blondie still available. Here's another Kenny Rogers, Share Your Love. Kenny is $9.99. Oak Ridge Boys, Bobby Sue, $9.99. And Shrink Wrap, Oak Ridge Boys Together, Gold Stamp Promo, $9.99. Shelly West, West by West. Shelly West is $9.99. Was the Tool a live unofficial? Yes, Tool is a live unofficial, live at Lollapalooza. I've had 2 people tell me now that it sounds really good. Loretta is the name of the album. The artist is Loretta Lynn. Shrink Wrap, $19.99. Mike Jones is back in on Santana at 53. And Loretta Lynn, Entertainer of the Year, featuring Graded X, $19.99. 24 Country and Western Greats, Volume 6. Johnny Cash, Roy Clark, Ann Murray, Glenn Campbell. That's a K-Tel comp, $9.99. Love Will Turn You Around, Kenny Rogers. This is $9.99. And I think, yeah, this has the theme song from Six Pack on it, $9.99. Joy to the World, 3 Dog Night. I've listened to this a bunch. This is excellent. This has all their great songs on it, including my favorite Shambhala. Right, April? Are you even awake over there? She's falling asleep. Oh my gosh. Drink you a Monster. Stacy Metternich wants the K-Tel comp. April drank 1 Pepsi slushie the other night. This is how sensitive she is to caffeine. 1 Pepsi slushie. She couldn't sleep for 2 days. I've seen her after a Mountain Dew. It is, you just don't even want to be around her. Close to the Edge, yes. Close to the Edge is $19.99. John Lang says, please put back his Tool, $19.99. And The Doors, Alive She Cried, $34.99. The Doors, Alive She Cried, $34.99. 3 Dog Night is $14.99. John Lang wants to put back his Tool. As y'all know, I really don't do unofficials. The ones we get are from these major record distributors. I'm talking about people who distribute to basically all the record stores in the country. So if I order or sell any kind of unofficials, it's usually Parachute or there's one other company. And those are being sold and distributed through the top 2 and 3 major record distributors in the country. So, like I said, I'm not really, by no means, really into unofficials or bootlegs, because a lot of times when I'm selling them, some people don't want them. They don't want them in their collection. They don't like them. And then when I'm selling real stuff, it confuses people. They're like, well, how do I know that's not an unofficial? Of course, y'all know I'll tell you if it is or not, but I hate having a lot of unofficial albums. It kind of confuses a lot of people, and some people don't like them. They don't want them at all. So if we do sell an unofficial, it's usually a live show, and it's something that's probably been pressed since the 90s unofficially, either on CD or on albums. So that's how we do that. Okay, who asked about the Three Dog Night? Jeff McMaster. He gets first dibs on it. Jeff McMaster gets Three Dog Night. Charles, if you want the Doors, it's available. The Doors is $34.99. Alive She Cried. And Ron Phillips is at $54 on Santana. Ron Phillips is at $54 on Santana. And Jeff McMaster is claiming the Ventures. I'm going to go through this bin one more time. Jeff McMaster on the Ventures. All right. We have, if you want prices, let me know. I can't believe no one bought this. $64.99. It is a very, very nice copy. It is a green Warner Brothers label, but John had put 68-second press of it. That is very nice. I mean, nice cover. Usually this album is trashed for some reason. That's a nice green label Warner Brothers. Jackson Browne, Running on Empty, $14.99. The Greg Allman Tour, that is a promo copy, sticker and labels, $34.99. Layla, Derek and the Dominoes, $34.99. And Boston, Don't Look Back, $34.99. Mike Jones wants a Santana. He doesn't want a Santana. He's bidding on Santana, $55. Let me go ahead and grab a couple more new Japanese pressings to put up for auction. I've got a couple things over here without Obies on them. I may do those last when we're doing our flip. I know Madonna's going to be popular. Let me pull her out of the bin. I got a cool Footloose soundtrack, a Blondie's Greatest Hits, and let's see here. What else is in here? Let's see. This should, oh, yeah, somebody asked about that. We'll do these two here. I have a few unofficials, but just because of the originals. Yeah, I mean, some people buy them, but some people don't want anything to do with them. So, okay, Mike, you're at 15 on Santana. That's going once, going twice to you, or probably going, Ron says he's out, so we'll go ahead and say going twice, going 3 times. 30 seconds on that. I'll sell it, then we'll put up 3 new auctions. Doors' first album. I have that on new vinyl if you want one. They are $29.99. Mike Jones wants Jackson Browne, Running on Empty. Jackson Browne sold to Mike Jones. By the way, this is our non-check condition bin. Everything in here is very, very nice. Styx, Kilroy Was Here. I can't believe no one bought this. Does it have something with it? It's a gatefold with the original inner sleeve, $19.99. We have Bluegrass, 2 LP set, Bluegrass compilation. Gatlin Brothers, Kooky Country, Louisiana Hayride, Jerry Reed, K-Tel's Country Express. There's another K-Tel, Stacy. The History of Country Music, Roy Acuff, Mo Bandy, The Who, Cowboy Mouth, Blondie, Kenny Rogers, Oak Ridge Boys, Shelley West, Loretta, Yes, and The Doors. 2 good ones there at the end. I'm not saying the rest of the stuff wasn't, but 2 good ones. Seth, I'll let you pick out the next crate of vintage. You want to do that for me? Make sure it's the next best crate. All right. Let's sell Santana to Mike Jones for $55. Mike Jones, that's yours for $55. Michael Bohannon said he will take the Grateful Dead. I was getting worried there for a second. Grateful Dead sold to Michael Bohannon. Price on Yes. Yes, Close to the Edge is a US OG. Very, very nice copy. $19.99. $19.99. Next auctions, while Seth is bringing us the next crate, we have a Stevie Wonder New Soul 24 Greatest Hits Japanese pressing. This is very, very nice. Super First track is Superstition. If You Really Love Me, that's fantastic. Yester Me, Yester You, Nothing Good, Never Had a Dream Come True. This is an awesome Stevie Wonder, and it is a $50 start. $50 start. New Soul Greatest Hits 24. New Soul Greatest Hits, and that is a $50 start. New Soul, $50 start.
Check, right? It's good stuff.
Check condition, but great stuff, Seth has said. So let's show it. Yeah, this is $50 start. It also, the cover, the corner here, a little bit of a ding on the corner. I don't know if you might compress that out. We've refixed a lot of covers. That's 2LP though, Tamla Motown. ELO Discovery, Electric Light Orchestra. Wow, this looks nice. Electric Light Orchestra Discovery. Pristine copy. I don't even need to look at the disc. This has the original inner sleeve. And it has the Japanese insert with it. No, actually, it's a poster. Small poster, but it's a poster. $50 start on ELO. Gregory Griffin said, sold on yes. Sold on yes. All right, that is a $50 start. So 50, 50, and Madonna. Madonna's also, we got 3 records, $50 starts. Madonna self-titled. This is her debut album. There's the Japanese insert. This is also a $50 start. Pristine copy, Madonna self-titled. $50 start on that. All right. Gregory Griffin said sold on yes. Did I pull that? I didn't. Gregory Griffin gets yes. All right, Gregory, we got that pulled for you. This next bin, Seth said, is check condition stuff, but it's fantastic titles. Do we have Deep Purple live in London? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. Van Halen 5150. Van Halen 5150 is a VG Plus $34.99. Van Halen self-titled is a VG copy, $19.99. ELO, a New World Record. ELO is a VG copy for $9.99. The Doors Soft Parade, VG copy, $14.99. The Doors Soft Parade, VG copy, $14.99. Has a pretty ugly looking scuff there on it. $14.99. Bill Fratsky was first to Van Halen. Bill, your pick. You can have 5150 or you can have self-titled. Donnie's next, then Marty, and then Tim, and then Richard Allen. He's at 55 on ELO. John Young said he will take the Doors. Soft Parade. So to John Young. So Bill Fratsky wants 5150. He was first, wasn't he? Yeah. So Bill Fratsky gets 5150. Next is, who was next on the list then? Donnie Haney. Donnie, you've got dibs on Van Halen self-titled if you want it. Marty, you're next. So y'all let me know if you want that. Then we had ELO. Thunderball, James Bond, $14.99. Thunderball, and that is VG Plus, $14.99. U2, the Joshua Tree. Shouldn't we put this up for auction? We're going to sell it. VG Plus, $49.99. We sold a near mint one for about $90 last night, so, or 2 nights ago, so that's probably about right. This one's about half the condition. VG Plus, $49.99. George Buchanan's first on that one. Donnie Haney said, I'll take it. So sell that to George Buchanan, VG Plus copy, and Donnie Haney said he will take the Van Halen one. All right, our auctions back here, Richard Allen was at 55 on ELO. That's going once, going twice. ELO Discovery, pristine copy, very cool. $55 going once, going twice. We're looking for a $50 start on Madonna, and we were looking for a $50 start on Stevie Wonder. This insert goes to what? This insert goes in Madonna. Matt Algram's at 50 on Madonna. So now 2 of them have bid. Bill Fratsky also bid 50. And then Stevie Wonder, this is a great compilation. That's a fantastic one. If that doesn't get a bid, I'll keep it. All right. So a couple bids on that. Thunderball. The Doors, self-titled. EX, $32.99. Let's see what label it is. Could be about 3 different ones. It's a black and red, so this is a later press. Pretty nice looking. It's EX on the vinyl. That is $32.99. My mic's still on. We got sound? Test, yeah. Okay. Charles Edward Jones on the Doors. Charles Edward Jones the fourth, that is. You get the Doors. Bill Fratsky's at 52 on Madonna, going once, going twice. Richard Allen, twice, going 3 times on ELO. Going twice, going 3 times on ELO. James Taylor, Sweet Baby James, a VG copy, $9.99. James Taylor, original orange Warner Brothers label, VG, $9.99. Led Zeppelin, House of the Holy. This we may need to put up for auction because it is a Robert Ludwig. I think this is an OG RL press. It is a VG Plus though. Let's put this one up for auction. $35 start because I'm about to end ELO. This is a very clean, I will show it in great detail in just a second, but this is a US OG Robert Ludwig RL in the dead wax press. $35 start on that. Let's go ahead and sell ELO then to Richard Allen for $55. So Richard Allen gets ELO for $55. And if anybody wants Stevie Wonder, like I said, it's the vinyl isn't like 9.9 pristine. I would say more like 9.0, 9.5. This is $49.99 if anybody wants it. I was wanting a $50 start, so $49.99. It does have like a stain right here and a bent corner. Other than that, everything's fine. So very nice Obi, greatest hits. If anybody wants Stevie, he's $49.99. If not, that's okay. I'm for sure probably going to listen to that. And then where was we on Madonna? Madonna. Matt Algrim is at 53. Matt's at 53 on Madonna. 53 to Matt. I will say that's going once, going twice. Then Susie Breedlove was first on James Taylor. Susie Breedlove first on James Taylor. Next was Robert Johnson, then Chris Ferrara. And then we had our first bid on Led Zeppelin. Donnie bid 35, Zach bid 35, Charles bid 35, John Young bid 36, Charles bid 36, John bid 37, George is at 40, Charles is at 41, Bill Fratsky's at 55 on Madonna, and Led Zeppelin's at 45. Now I actually need to show it. So cover, very, very nice. Gatefold pressing. Should have the original inner sleeve, which has the lyrics. We listened to this album last night, didn't we, Tanner?
What's that?
House of the Holy.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, catalog SD725 says Sterling RL, which is for Robert Ludwig, famous engineer. And so it has like some scuffs right here, kind of a scuff right here. Probably a lot of definitely non-feelers, or we wouldn't put it out for a VG, or a VG Plus. But yeah, 1841 Broadway, New York, ST A73 SP. Pretty nice. I'm pretty sure I hold the world record as an auction house. We sold a near mint one of these with shrink wrap and hype sticker for what? If Michael Ling is watching, he can tell us. But we had an absolute pristine one of these one night. Original hype sticker, which I didn't think it had the strip. But it was a war. For the longest, there was about 5 people bidding on it. Then it got down to Michael Ling and Brandon Sanders. But I'm pretty sure I hold the world record for the nicest House of the Holy ever sold, and probably that demanded the most money. Very good record. Obviously, it's Led Zeppelin. Ron Phillips is George Buchanan's at $49. He's bidding on YouTube. Okay, and Matt says he's out on Madonna, and the last bid on Madonna was $55. Going once, going twice, let's go ahead and say going twice, going 3 times on that, and Led Zeppelin's at 50 with Charles Jones. If I run across something else in here, we'll auction it. I hadn't really flipped through this, so I have no idea what's in here. Another copy of Aha, VG copy, $14.99. We had a pristine Japanese copy. This is a VG copy, $14.99. Aha, Hunting High and Low, $14.99. The Beatles, 67 to 70. This is on blue vinyl too, a VG copy. VG copy, $39.99. The Beatles 67 to 70. VG copy, $40, $39.99. The name of the Cowboy album. The Cowboy album, it was Cowboys and Indians. Cowboy Mouth, Cowboys and Indians. It is $19.99. Whoever got this passed, so Marty, do you want Van Halen? If not, then somebody can claim it again. Van Halen is a VG copy for $19.99. Did you ever sell the Beatles Butcher? Yes, I sold the Butcher copy I had. Yep. Creamed Israeli Gears. Creamed Israeli Gears. VG copy, $14.99. Led Zeppelin's at $52 with George Buchanan. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Deja Vu. VG plus $24.99. Ron Phillips said I had asked for... Okay. Ron Phillips, never mind. So Ron Phillips, you get Van Halen 1. Bill Fratsky, your backup in case something else happens. Charles Jones gets Creamed, Israeli Gears. Madonna is sold. Madonna is sold to Bill Fratsky for $55. Madonna self-titled, $55. Going once, going twice on Led Zeppelin, George Buchanan's at $52. Sabotage, I am waiting for those to be delivered. Gutter Ballet, I'm waiting for those to be delivered. Queens of the Stone Age is $49.99. Lullabies to Paralyze. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Replay. Don't see this too often. VG plus $14.99, Replay. I think it's got, yeah, it's like a greatest hits. Well, not really. It's like maybe greatest hits part 2. VG plus $14.99. Donnie Haney's at $53 on Led Zeppelin. Steppenwolf Gold, their greatest hits. EX $17.99. Queen, The Game, EX $32.99. Randy Travis, Old 8x10. VG copy, $12.99. Randy Travis. Randy Travis, Storms of Life. VG plus, $19.99. Randy Travis, Always and Forever. VG copy, $12.99. John Waite, No Breaks, Gold Stamp Promo. VG plus, $14.99. Bob Welch, French Kiss is a VG copy, $9.99. And The Confessor, Joe Walsh. This is actually a QX pressing, or QX. Joe Walsh, Gold Stamp Promo. VG copy, $9.99. George is out on Led Zeppelin, so Donnie has this for $53. Going twice, going 3 times. Donnie Haney on Led Zeppelin, House of the Holy. Donnie Haney also wants Q. That's for Queen. Cindy Twork wants Randy Travis, Always and Forever on Randy Travis. So does Cindy. We've got 2 other Randy Travis in there if anybody wants them. Fleetwood Mac, Black Magic Woman. I think this is a 2 LP compilation. Early Fleetwood Mac. VG plus $39.99. Orange, not a bad looking VG plus. Fleetwood Mac, 2 disc. VG plus $34.99. Wayne Carr on Fleetwood Mac, sold to Wayne Carr. Blues Brothers, technically it's Briefcase Full of Blues. VG plus $14.99, has a damaged corner. VG plus $14.99. Wet Willie, Wet Willie is a VG copy, $9.99. Best of the Blues Brothers, Best of the Blues Brothers, VG copy, $9.99. Donnie Haney, you were second on Fleetwood Mac. Prince and the Revolution, When Doves Cry, VG copy, $9.99. Molly Hatchet, Take No Prisoners. Molly Hatchet, VG plus $14.99. The Who, Sellout, VG $14.99. The Who, Sellout, VG $14.99. Decca label. And let's go ahead and sell Led Zeppelin, and we'll get some new auctions rolling. Led Zeppelin sold to Donnie Haney for $53. RL pressing of House of the Holy. Billy Joel, The Stranger, VG plus $9.99. The Members, Your Rhythm, Downbeat, VG plus $14.99. David Cox, first on The Who, Sellout, sold to David Cox. And Dwayne and Greg Allman, Dwayne and Greg Allman, VG copy, $14.99. Zach Biley on Billy Joel, The Stranger. We had that conversation the other night. That was voted by our viewers the best Billy Joe album. Zach Biley on Billy Joe. Ron Phillips, you were second. Next, Japanese. Let's see what we got over here. We do have Billy Joe in here. Let's put that up for auction. Let's start from the front here. Survivor should be pretty popular. We got Survivor. I got another Madonna, I think. Is this a Chicago Hits?
Same thing as that's I don't know which same no.
All right, okay. Let's do these three. So, Zach Biley on Billy Joe, Ron Phillips on Billy Joe, Tim Holloway on Molly Hatchet. What was the Misfits? There was no Misfits. It was the members. All right, and then we had Emmylou Harris, VG Plus, $9.99. Next three auctions. Billy Joel, The Stranger, Japanese press. No condition notes. I think that's the original label. We have the Japanese insert, $35 start. $35 start. This is a Chicago Greatest Hits. Chicago Greatest Hits. 20 best, 25 or 624, free Saturday in the Park. I've been searching so long. Old Days. Sounds like it's Chicago's hits. This is Low Down, Question 67 and 68, Feeling Stronger, Make Me Smile, Wishing You Were Here. I'm not reading them all, but you get the idea. That is also a $40 start. Chicago Grand Prix 20. And we have Survivor, Eye of the Tiger. Survivor, Eye of the Tiger. And that is a $50 start with Obi. Survivor, $50 start. All right, let me make sure. Let's see. Seth, you actually got a compliment. Seth did not disappoint. Really good check condition, Ben. He did put LOL, so he may have just said that to be nice. Zach Biley. Zach was in first on Billy Joe at 35. George Buchanan, you were second. What's the price on AC/DC Black Ice if you have one? We'll have to check the AC/DC bin. I don't know if we have one of those in stock or not. When's the next coin sale? We had one last night, Tim. I don't know if you got to tune in, but next Wednesday is the scheduled time. Frozen again. Is everybody's feed frozen? I hope not. It's bound to happen at some point tonight. KBC, Paul Cantor, Marty Ballin, and Jack Cassidy. VG Plus, $14.99. Wow, what is this? Spinal Tap? It's all black. It has to be. Yeah, Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap is a VG copy for $49.99. From the motion picture soundtrack, this is Spinal Tap. VG, $49.99. See? Kanye ripped that off. Spinal Tap was the first to do it. And then Metallica. And then Kanye. Actually, Metallica has the little "Don't Tread on Me" snake at the bottom. It actually has something on it. So, okay, Kenny's at 37 on Billy Joe. Zach's at 38. Ron also bid 38, so Zach has it for 38. And Kenny's at 40 on Billy Joe. So the three auctions up. Billy Joe's the only one with bids right now. Kenny Heathcock has The Stranger for 40. I was looking for a $40 start on Chicago's Greatest Hits, and we were looking for a $50 start on Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, with Obi. Has the image of Rocky up there on the Obi. All right. Spinal Tap, The Vapors, New Clear Days. The Vapors is a VG copy, $9.99. The Nails, Mood Swing. The Nails, Mood Swing, VG Plus, $19.99. John Prine, Diamonds in the Rough, a VG minus. Whoa, let's see what that looks like. Looks like a VG minus record. $19.99. Chris Gleason on The Vapors. Chris Gleason on The Vapors. John Prine, Frampton Comes Alive as a VG Plus, $19.99. Night and Day, Charlie Parker and His Orchestra on Verve, VG Plus, $19.99. Charlie Parker and His Orchestra, VG Plus, $19.99. John Prine, Prime, the best of John Prine, another VG minus, $19.99. Bad Company, Straight Shooter, Bad Company, Straight Shooter, EX, $17.99. Chris Ferrara on CP, that would be Charlie Parker. Jeff McMaster on PF. PF was Peter Frampton, sold to Jeff McMaster. Jack is at 45 on Billy Joe. Gregory said CP sold. That was already sold to Chris Ferrara. Jeff McMaster on Bad Company. Ron Phillips at 42 on Billy Joe. We've already got Jack in at 45. And Donnie Haney, you were second to Bad Company. You awake, April? April's almost gone, folks. Judas Priest, British Steel, a VG copy, $14.99. And Seth's on Twitter. Normal help tonight. Seth's on Twitter. April's falling asleep. Greg Ken Band, EX, $17.99. The History of the Grateful Dead, VG copy, $29.99. The History of the Grateful Dead, Volume 1. Bear's Choice. Bear's Choice. VG copy on that. David Bowie, Pat Metheny Group. This Is Not America. 12-inch single from the UK, from Germany. Where's this from? It looks foreign. VG Plus, $19.99. John Sheehan on Judas Priest. And Jonathan Bodine on History. Jonathan Bodine on History, Grateful Dead. Tanner, I'll go over a few of these. Chris Gleason got the Vapors. Yeah, the first one there on the bottom. Chris Gleason got the Vapors. Chris Ferrara got Charlie Parker. Chris Ferrara got Charlie Parker. Jeff McMaster got Peter Frampton. Jeff McMaster got Bad Company. And then Donnie Haney was second. John Sheehan got Judas Priest. And Jonathan Bodine got Grateful Dead. And then Jeff McMaster on GK. That's Greg Ken. Ron Phillips back in on Billy Joel at 47. Robert put Santana 3. I haven't shown a Santana 3, nor is there a Santana up for bid. But I do have copies of Santana 3 if you're looking for one. David Bowie. REO Speedwagon, 9 lives. VG Plus, $14.99. So let me recap. Actually, I'm going to make these a buy it now. If anybody wants these, you can buy them right now. Survivor, they had no bid. Survivor is $49.99. Eye of the Tiger with Obi. And Chicago's Greatest Hits is $49.99. Or excuse me, Chicago's Greatest Hits is $39.99. Surprised no one got that. I mean, that's going to sound very nice. So that's $39.99. And Eye of the Tiger is $49. First come, first serve on those. I'm putting them over here with Stevie Wonder. Zach Biley's at 51 on the Billy Joe. So the only thing up for auction now is Billy Joe the Stranger. It is $51. Mike Jones said he will take the Chicago. That's sold to Mike Jones. So Survivor and Stevie Wonder are no bids. It's still available for sale if anybody wants them. Ron Phillips back in on Billy Joe. Show the cover of REO. I will. There's REO Speedwagon. It is a VG Plus vinyl, $14.99. Miles Davis, Bitches Brew. This is a nice cover. It's a very nice cover. Vinyl is a VG minus. VG minus, $39.99. It's a Columbia 2i stereo. That's going to be noisy when you listen to it. That's an unbelievable cover, though, if you need a nice cover upgrade. VG minus, $39.99. The Stevie Wonder was a Japanese press. It's technically called New Soul 24 Greatest Hits. It's on the official Tamala Motown label, and I read off some of the tracks. First track is Superstition, kind of give you an idea. I know sometimes there's a couple of Stevie Wonder comps out there that don't have what I think is truly his greatest hits. That one's a good one. Ron Phillips is at 55 on Billy Joe. Gladys Knight and the Pips, Greatest Hits. I've never seen that before. It's on the Soul label, VG Plus, $19.99. Show the Thunderball cover. Right here, there's Thunderball. That's one of the all-time greatest soundtrack covers. That is a VG Plus, $14.99. Donnie Haney wants REO Speedwagon. Who asked to show it? Who asked to show it? Jill Berry. So Jill Berry, let me know if you're in or out on that. If not, Donnie Haney wants it. Chad, do you mind to check the label? It was the Burbank label on that one, Jonathan. I can show it again, but it was the Burbank label, History of the Grateful Dead. New viewer watching. Well, welcome, John Buxton. If there's anything you want to buy, you just comment what you want to buy. And also in the back, we're putting some stuff up for auction. The current bid on the Japanese press of Billy Joe here is $55 to Ron Phillips. And the current bid with that is Ron Phillips at $55. Zach said he's out. So that's going once, going twice. Billy Joe the Stranger, Japanese press, $55. $7 unlimited shipping. Thank you, David Howard. Actually, Zach says he's back in at 56. So Zach's at 56 on Billy Joe. Auctions in the back. We show records here. They're first come, first serve. First one to claim it. I'm telling you the price as fast as I can show them. Like Cream, Wheels of Fire. Wow, it's been a while since we've had one of these. VG Plus, $24.99. We're currently in one of our check condition bins of vintage records, meaning nothing in here is new or sealed. There may be a new record in here, but if it is, it's pre-owned. But most of this is vintage, original stuff. Some first pressing, some second pressing, some the fifth pressing. But Robert Johnson sold to Cream. But most of the time, we do vintage and then we do new vinyl. Robert Plant, Pictures at 11, has a promo strip on the front, a gold stamp promo on the back. VG copy, $9.99. Robert Plant, VG copy, $9.99. Is it a promo label? I've never seen a promo swan song label. There may not have been such a thing. VG copy, $9.99. Has all the promo markings on the cover, though. Memphis Mini, Moaning the Blues. Memphis Mini is a VG, $9.99. Susie Breedlove wants Robert Plant, sold to Susie. Zach says he's out on Billy Joe forever. Okay, he's done. He has nailed the coffin shut. $57 to Ron Phillips. $57 to Ron Phillips. Going twice, going three times. Going twice, going three times. Ron Phillips was second on RP, which was Robert Plant. Eurythmics. Eurythmics is a VG Plus, $16.99. Be Yourself Tonight. Eurythmics, VG Plus, $16.99. Pink Floyd The Wall. Someone wrote Rush. Let me make sure I'm sure the right discs are in here. VG copy, $24.99. Probably somebody at one time was housing a Rush album in here. I've seen that happen before. Yeah, both discs are there. Pink Floyd, The Wall, no barcode, VG copy, $24.99. Break tonight. Yes, at 9:30. April rolled her eyes. Steely Dan, Asia. Steely Dan, Asia, $14.99. VG copy. Steely Dan, Asia. This is a fantastic bin. Michael Murphy. I've never seen this one. Lone Wolf, Michael Murphy. That is a VG Plus, $7.99. Michael Murphy. Got to get Cookout. Yeah, I actually may get some Cookout tonight. Let me guess. April wants Taco Bell. Steely Dan sold to Donnie Haney. Let's flip through this bin very quickly. Let's go ahead and sell Billy Joe. Billy Joe was sold to Ron Phillips for $57. And RL Speedwagon goes to Donnie Haney. We got that. Thank you. Susie wants Michael Murphy. I'm going to read titles. If you want to know a price, just let me know. ELO, a New World Record. Aha. The Beatles, that's on blue vinyl. Deja Vu. Crossfields and Nash, Replay. Steppenwolf, Greatest Hits. Randy Travis. Can't believe those still there. John Waite. Bob Welch. The Confessor, Joe Walsh. That's a Quiet Expressing. Blues Brothers. Wet Willie. Best of the Blues Brothers. Prince, 12-inch. The Members. Greg and Dwayne Allman. Emmylou Harris. KBC. That was Spinal Tap. The Nails. John Prine. David Bowie, Pat Metheny, 12-inch. Miles Davis. Gladys Knight. Thunderball soundtrack. Memphis Mini. Eurythmics. And The Wall. I'm going to go through and do my can't believe it's still here. Gregory Griffin wants the Beatles Blue. Gregory Griffin on the Beatles Blue album. That's sold to Gregory Griffin. We have The Wall. Wall is still available. This Greg and Dwayne Allman. Fantastic. Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap was a VG. What happened to Spinal Tap? It was a VG copy for $49.99. I do remember that one. VG copy, $14.99. Should be pretty easy to find. It's a solid black cover. VG copy, $49.99. Somebody wrote Randy in the barcode. Alrighty. Tim Smith takes the Pink Floyd. Let's see. Wayne Carr wants Randy Travis. Yeah, that was the other ones. The Randy Travis albums. Unbelievable. Storms of Life sold to Wayne Carr. And Old 8x10 is still available. Old 8x10. This one has Deeper Than the Holler on it. VG copy, $12.99. Tracks on the Eurythmics. Tracks on Eurythmics. Would I Lie to You? There Must Be an Angel. I Love You Like a Ball and Chain. Sisters Are Doing It for Themselves. Conditioned Soul. Adrian, It's All Right. Here Comes That Sinking Feeling. Better to Have Lost Love. Walt Cruz wants the Members and the Nails. Those look like Walt Cruz type of records right there. The Nails and the Members. Sold to Walt Cruz. So, Eurythmics, that should be sold. So should Randy Travis. I'm surprised no one grabbed Spinal Tap. This is like a demo record of early Greg and Dwayne Allman stuff, pre-Allman Brothers. It's kind of like demos, though. They're unfinished. They're complete, but they're pretty interesting. Old 8x10 sold to Chris Kirkley, so all the Randy Travis is gone. Eurythmics, Spinal Tap, Dwayne, Thunderball. I mean, that's worth just putting on your wall. VG Plus $14.99, especially if you're a James Bond fan. John Prine. The Blues Brothers album still available. Steppenwolf, The Crosby, Stills and Nash, Aha, and ELO. Some good stuff there. But if they don't sell, you'll see them again in about, I don't know. We'll show these again in about 6 months. So. Probably need to go through some new vinyl from Tuesday. So let me find a bin of new vinyl from Tuesday, and I'm going to go through it. We've still got 4 crates of vintage to do. So part 2, if you can come back for part 2, we will be live still on YouTube. And we will be doing nothing but vintage, probably vintage new arrivals. I don't think Tuesday we had a lot of new vinyl come in. I think it's all condensed. I think it's all condensed down into this one bin. So let me go through it right quick. And some of it was like some recaps and stuff. Regina said she will take Thunderball. So to Regina. More Japanese stuff up for auction. What time is it? 9:16. Yeah, we can do a couple more. Condition of the Bowie. I think it was a VG copy. The Bowie Pat Metheny. VG Plus, actually. VG Plus, Jeff McMaster. VG Plus. Theme from the motion picture The Falcon and the Snowman. $19.99. Let me flip through these, and I'll grab a couple more Japanese pressings. Survivor. What was the deal with the Simon and Garfunkel? Or was these just next two? Or never mind. Those two there. Let's see here. Madonna. Where are you at? Madonna. There's Madonna. We got the Beatles. Actually, we usually straight price those because we get them quite often. There's another Santana here. Oh, Blondie and Footloose. Torn Obi on the Blondie. All right. First, we have Footloose. Jeff's going to pass on that. No problem. We got to do these in 12 minutes. Even if you're not done bidding, we're going to sell them to the last bidder. Footloose. So bid quickly. Shrink Wrap and Obi. One of the few Japanese records that actually came shrink wrap. It actually has a hype sticker on it. Number 1. Big soundtrack with Obi. It actually has, the Obi has images of other very popular soundtracks. $40 start. Pristine copy with the inserts. Footloose. This next record. Extremely highly requested. The Best of Blondie. The vinyl and the insert and the cover is pristine. The Obi is torn. We need a $50 start for The Best of Blondie. Torn Obi. It still presents, like you can still put it in a sleeve and it will display correctly, like that. Kind of still looks like it's there, but it's just torn where it won't attach to the cover. $50 start on that. And Madonna, Like a Virgin. Madonna, Like a Virgin. This is also a $50 start. Shrink wrap. The Obi is actually underneath the shrink wrap, so it will be always preserved and on there. Pristine copy, inserts. That was one of the other Madonna albums. $50 start on that. Here's a quick recap of some new vinyl we had come in from Tuesday, and also some stuff that I reminded you of that you may have not known we still had in stock. The first is Metal Church, music on vinyl. That is $38.99. I had refreshed these because a lot of people didn't know we had these in stock. We sold 5 or 6. I'm down to my last 2. The Cult Sonic Temple, $37.99. The Cult Sonic Temple, 2 left. That's the 30th anniversary edition. The Ramones, Rocket to Russia, clear vinyl, limited edition, $26.99. Chad, you had a John Clemmer touch on. I asked for several times, maybe my feed wasn't working, still like it. Okay, I know exactly where that is. Tanner, will you write down Ron Phillips, John Clemmer touch, and we will go pull that for you. We will put it on tonight's ticket. George Buchanan's at 53 on Madonna. Gregory said MC and TC sold. MC, Metal Church, and the Cult. So Gregory Griffin wants MC. Oh, my feed is froze on here too. Look. The Cult and Metal Church. Can anybody still see me? I've never had that happen. My monitor's frozen. Jason Ivey wants the Cult as well. Comments are still coming in, so everybody can still hear me, I think. Jason Ivey gets a Cult. That was the last one, so did Jason Ivey. And what's everybody's screen? Can see you, but it's frozen. Frozen. Chris says it's good on his end. Huh. I mean, my monitor, it's like frozen. I don't. Let's see here. So Gregory got those 2. Jason Ivey gets the last Cult, and the high bid on Madonna now is Bill Fratsky at $60. Yeah, everybody can hear me, but just can't see me. Let me turn off my GoPro for a second. See if I don't think that would do anything, but let me see if it does. Give me 1 second. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I might have just turned it off. This thing's very hot. This camera's very hot. We may be overworking it. We're using it now 6 days a week. All right, can everybody see me now? I think it was my GoPro. It's like really, really hot. We may need to get like an industrial size one. All right. What did I miss? Let's see here. That wasn't on y'all's end that time. I think that was on my end for the very first time. So Gregory Griffin, you got a Metal Church and the Cult. Jason Ivey, you got a Cult. Bill Fratsky is at 56 on Madonna. And I'm just going to skip through all the comments that were helping me know what was going on. Real manicured thumbnail. George Buchanan is at 58 on Madonna. Bill Fratsky was at 60. Both feeds back up. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, everybody. Bill Fratsky's at 60 on Madonna. So, let me show you where we're at on our auctions. We have a Japanese press of Madonna, Like a Virgin. Seth just fell out of his chair. Everything's going wrong. We probably need to take a break. Seth fell out of his chair. My GoPro frozen. Madonna, Like a Virgin. Current bid is George Buchanan. This is a pristine copy, by the way. This is beautiful, especially with the cover and shrink wrap. $62 with George Buchanan. $62. Then I've got 2 records I was looking for starting bids. Blondie with a torn obi. I'm glad it's kind of sideways so y'all can kind of see that it's detached. The vinyl and cover and inserts though are pristine. That is a $50 start. And then Footloose, we were looking for a $40 start. If those don't get bids pretty soon, there'll be a bite now. So you can bid now and kind of guarantee that you're going to get it. Or you can wait till I do it a bite now and it'll be first come, first serve. And it's whoever's comment comes in first. 1 copy of Metal Church left. By the way, Gregory, I have Blessing in Disguise too if you're interested in that. I have a Metal Church live album. I showed the Ramones, and I have the Police Greatest Hits, Abbey Road Half-Speed Master, $49.99. 2 LP, the Police Greatest Hits, Expanded Deluxe 2 LP, $49.99. Pearl Jam, Aladdin Las Vegas, 1993. Pearl Jam is $39.99. And the Foo Fighters, Things to Do in Stockholm. This is a unofficial 2 LP, $39.99 from the Foo Fighters. Testament, Souls of Black, music on vinyl, $37.99. Talk Talk, It's My Life. This is for sure the last copy. Purple vinyl, Talk Talk, $27.99. The Other Metal Church, the Blessing in Disguise is probably the same price because it's music on vinyl. It's either $38 or $37.99. And then the Live is actually a UK import, so it's like $41 or $46. It's a few more dollars because it's an import. These are imports too. These are imports as well. Music on vinyl are always imports. They're made in Holland, but they're always a little cheaper than most UK. But yeah, 40 for sure, 40 something on the other, and the other studio album is 37 or 38. Aries AMS, that's Paul Brothers, right? Paul Brothers on Talk Talk, sold to Paul Brothers. That's now sold out. George Buchanan, you have Madonna. You have Madonna Like a Virgin for $52, right? $62. You have Madonna for $62. That is going twice, going 3 times to you. Final call on those. Okay, now I'm going to make these a buy it now. If anybody wants Footloose, Footloose is $39.99. Pristine copy, shrink wrap, and Obi. Best of Blondie, pristine copy, has the Obi, but it's torn. $49.99. That's going to sound really good. That's going to sound really good. Those are both exceptionally nice Japanese pressings. $39 and $49.99 on those. So let's pull those metal churches for Gregory if you can find them. If not, we will do it at the break. Silverchair Freak Show, music on vinyl. Silverchair Freak Show, $38.99. We still got, we got 2 of those now. We must have sold one because I had 3 in here. Silverchair, $38.99. Soundgarden, my last copy. I need to order more of these before they become unavailable. Soundgarden Bad Motorfinger, $39.99. I will take a Testament as well. I don't know why they keep pressing these. They keep pressing them, but all the other Soundgarden stuff they won't press. I mean, how bad do we need Super Unknown in stock? Pretty bad. Gregory Griffin says he'll take the Testament as well, Souls of Black. That's why I put stuff like this in here, because a lot of new people have never seen it before. We got some great... One night, there's 2 special shows I want to have. I want to have a Japanese-only show, and I want to have a new vinyl-only show, where literally we go through every LP in our new vinyl inventory. That way I can show you everything I have. My wife is going to kick my ASS. Here is Metal Church. Metal Church Live is $43.99, and Metal Church Blessings in Disguise. If anybody else wants one, I'm getting low stock on those. All right, Blondie for $40. Casey, I will do $45 on it. I will do $45 on it. Start a War. I couldn't spit it out. Start a War, Static X, $38.99. What's coming up after break? 4 crates of never shown before vintage, and an entire crate of Japanese, along with more new vinyl recaps and auctions. Part 2 will be like an all-new arrival show. Part 2 will be like an all-new arrival show, including all the Japanese. $38.99, and we have, of course, Rush Clockwork Angels in stock. $49.99. Rush Clockwork Angels, $49.99. And Gregory said he will also take Statics. Just hide your invoice from your wife, and make sure you check the tracking when it comes in. You can go hide them. Madonna is sold. Madonna is sold to George Buchanan for $62. Gregory gets Static X. All right, we're going to stop right there. It is 9:28. So I'm going to post in the group right now to let everybody know that Part 2 will be almost like a whole new arrival show. We probably will recap a little, but we'll be back in 30 minutes at 10 o'clock Central Time. Casey Campbell said he'll do Blondie for $45. That's great. We've sold U.S. pressings for that much or more, so this is a pretty good deal in my opinion. $45 to Casey Campbell. If you can't tune in for Part 2, if it's getting late and you got to work tomorrow, we're also having a show Friday, and we're also having a show Saturday. One of those 2 nights, usually Saturdays, we do a big recap and we put stuff on sale. Friday night, tomorrow, John is working, so he'll have 6 or 7 more crates of new stuff priced. So pretty much the next 2 or 3 parts, part 2 tonight and part 1 and part 2 tomorrow night, will be all new arrivals. Saturday we'll start doing some recaps and put stuff on sale, etc. But hopefully you can come back for part 2 and Friday and Saturday. Especially if you're a new-time viewer, make sure you've liked us on Facebook so you get notifications, or you subscribe to our channel on YouTube. You will definitely get notifications there. I need another energy drink, as you can tell, and I need some food so I can talk better. Right, April? Okay, thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back in exactly 30 minutes.